I should be live now.
Okay.
You are?
Welcome, everyone.
Okay, it's live, it's live, it's live, it's live. Do not cancel me now.
Okay.
I will still go to
Today's
the...
topic.
This
How
live
to rank
start.
you
Okay,
in
it's
the game.
live, it's live, it's live. What the fuck? Do not cancel me now. Oh,
Okay.
I will still go to
Today's
This
the...
topic.
episode,
Whoa,
this
whoa, whoa, whoa.
episode is kindly offered by the Pioneer Association.
I'm gonna be so real with you. I had the stream open and another tab and just doubled, so I don't think anyone heard that.
Oh, fuck me.
Do not repeat it. At least I know that people can hear me. Okay.
This episode is kindly sponsored by Leviathan.
Nothing is
Do you need that
sponsored.
for
Nothing.
not getting your
Shut the fuck up.
Have you ever felt lonely?
It's
Needed
live,
a voice in
mail
your
you.
ear? Ask Leviathan.
It's live. Please show
Hear
up.
voices
I'm
all
gonna
day.
cry. If you don't, sopping wet cat. All right.
Come on, give me a fake ad to read.
There ain't no fake ads to read. Someone said hi. The alfxi.
I question mark?
Hi, question mark. You're popular now. All right.
Oh,
Hello.
I'm loud. I need to change my volume.
No, I think you're loud enough.
No, it's for YouTube. I can hear my. I'm
Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I'm trying to find another stupid ad to make up another stupid ad.
Have you considered not doing a stupid ad?
No.
Oh my god.
there we go.
Wait, the game
This
is...
stream is gently offered by The Order.
What the
Have you
fuck?
ever felt lost in your life?
Oh my god, this man stinks!
Okay, whatever. You really don't like Nani, honestly.
I'm a hater.
Now I have to give everything back to The Order.
I'm a hater, that's why.
We even had, branded underwear with The Order on.
I do not want to imagine how that... I do not want to imagine.
No, just a pair of boxers with a statue of, Imperator. Well, Leviathan and Imperator on.
What is bro on about?
Imperator on the front, Leviathan on the back.
Jesus Christ. We need to bring it, we need to send everyone in this group chat to hell.
Destiny. Crumble. Such is their
Yeah, but if I won't finish the notion, then
Oh my, right.
You oceans.
We need no.
Before me.
You can't kill us all, we need no.
Yeah, we can't kill no. He's the one who's managing. He's the only one managing the
He's the actual pillar of the community.
right?
Shadows must be
send help.
I really want to help, I swear to God, I am so sorry. I got harassed by everything.
It's fine. I don't know. I don't expect anyone to. It's just
Sweep
I
I
didn't think this through. I didn't think this through. I have many questions about many things.
Maybe you wouldn't need a consultation with The Order. Do you need to rethink your life?
Oh my god. Someone get this man off the mic. Oh.
Oh. Okay, it's gone. Now I can actually shit The Order. No, but seriously.
I forgot I have no privacy in this house. Okay, let's talk about 1 point. So 2 point.
One?
2 points.
One?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Sorry.
1 point.
1 point.
1.7?
1.4.
1.9?
1.4. Oh. Okay, let's talk about. Let's talk about what, fuck, my brain isn't working anymore. The live stream yesterday. What do you guys think about it?
You won't escape.
I mean, like the problem with the live stream is like, I mean, what live stream they don't really yap. So like, how good a live stream is like just depends on the content that I push out and like not the actual live stream. If you get what I mean, because like they don't really add a lot of like, I don't know, like compare. Let's compare like anniversary stream, but I know fucking like anniversary.
This patch trash.
Yeah, so like the anniversary stream had a lot of like extra stuff like music and whatnot, but like most stream apart from the anniversary stream, it's like just them like letting us know like what will be like the new stuff of the next patch. So I feel like when the stream is like either good or bad, it's
Alfie.
like just because like
sorry,
we don't-
Trev.
we
Sorry,
don't-
Trev.
Yeah.
Could we, Alfie? Could you, or not Alfie? The Ancient. Could you lower your game
Already
volume? please?
did.
Okay, cool. Sorry, Trev. Go on.
Yeah, so like the problem like people have with maybe people would have with like 2.7 stream is like, I don't know, like because they didn't show enough, but it's not like we want them to show too much either, because there's literally nothing much in 2.7 except story.
Yeah,
we
I
have
guess
like we have like one single combat event and like one.
It's not even a combat event.
event.
It's not even a combat event. It's Vampire Survivors.
Yeah, it's like a top down shooter event or like some shit like that, and like a photography event and like 2 research event. So and like some quality of life change. So they literally have nothing to show, except the new character moveset and the story. And like the problem with showing the story is they cannot show too much because it's literally the climax of Vinasita, and they can't make the same fucking mistake of showing Fenrico on 2.5 stream again.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like,
No, continue.
yeah, just go on.
No, continue.
Yeah, so when it feels like 2.7 stream is like, if it's like it doesn't have anything, it's because it really doesn't have anything.
Yeah, I guess.
At least anything they can show.
Yeah, when we were watching this, and we were watching the stream yesterday, it was a lot of hype moments and aura, and then that's it.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just me, but I'm more happy about a roguelike game mode than Brain Dead 10. Okay, I was playing Sonic Racing yesterday. Okay, spare me.
Yeah, I have a lot of issues with a roguelike game mode in WoW, but like if I go on, it will take like 20 to 30 minutes to talk about how annoying it is for WoW to implement roguelike.
I'm going to say something extremely controversial again. I don't think combat events are good.
Okay,
pretty
could you
controversial.
elaborate on that?
I mean, like, do you mean WoW's combat events or combat events of combat gadget games in general?
Combat events and gadgets in general, because the only thing that people really want combat events for is virtual classic and stave. Okay, that's whatever. But everything else, like shit, I forgot that the co-op event exists. I can't say that shit either. Yeah, but usually, like, no, because remember when WoW used to do these co-op events against superpowered enemies? Like the Dorothy event.
Oh
remember?
yeah, right.
Remember that?
The doorway, yeah.
Yeah, the Dorothy event one. That was good, but usually combat events are like, fight this enemy, kinda, and then that's it. And then get airstrikes, and then once you're done with them, you just fuck off for the rest of the patch. It's like, what?
You know what is one combat event I really enjoyed, but I wish it was longer and like a little bit more structured? The banners one. The banners never end
Oh
one.
yeah, that one was great.
I think that one was actually really cool. That
think
it was a really cool concept, and it's so sad they're
Yeah,
not implementing
the execution
more
was
of it.
kind of mid.
I think it's worth revisiting down the line when they have a chance to expand on it. It's definitely something I want to see more of, especially
Especially
if it's
on the
permanent.
next version, on the next region. Because I really don't know where else they could like fit in a Banners Never Fall style
But I
combat
mean, like,
event.
it would have been perfect for the hunt, like the theme of the hunt. Hunt really big monsters.
Oh,
and you
yeah,
have to hunt
but
smaller
the-
monsters.
yeah, but
lure
could've-
out the big one.
Yeah, but
It
Kuro
could have been so
inted.
perfect.
Yeah, but Kuro inted and made the entire hunt this hunting one big dinosaur.
Yeah, but it's a really
Like-
tough dinosaur.
Okay, but
Yeah,
Augustus soloed it. Solo didn't feel like it.
Okay, yeah, but like the thing is like combat events can be cool, but I feel like the old ones were a little bit too
Linear.
isolated, if you will.
Yeah.
So it was like you said, the Dorothy event, for example, was like, go to the door, queue up, do the boss, bye bye.
Yeah,
I
but
would say
Banner Never
that-
Fall what had a little bit more involvement because you had to, like go around the map to actually get to the location, which sounds really silly because it's like such a minor difference.
yeah, but it's engagement for the player.
Yeah, exactly. It kind of like fits into the immersion, or at least it can. And also, it gave you overworld.
I think it's
buff.
fun because I think it's really fun for a lot of people because because on the nightmare rounds, like you could see people like just instantly die because the stage debuffs was overtuned.
Yeah.
Remember when
it was unironically challenging if you didn't get the other buffs around before you actually faced the boss.
No, because there was a buff, if I remember correctly. Like, I'm not sure how many people in this chat like remember, but there was a debuff where if you haven't destroyed 2 ice chrysalises, you take 10% damage every second. And it did not stop at a certain percentage. It was genuinely mind-boggling how that passed QA.
Such is that.
That's actually funny.
Like
though.
there's difficulty and then there's this.
Yeah. But like, you see what I mean? Like that was a little bit more engaging than the normal, like the bog standard combat event that we usually get.
I would also say the one where you simulate into the endless battle simulator, the one where you
Oh yeah, that one
do
is good. That one is fun.
Oh,
it's a nice mix of exploration and combat, but kind of leans into the original premise a little bit more. I appreciated that quite a bit.
Yeah.
Which one was the endless combat simulation
The
again?
infinite battle
Yeah.
simulation one, the one that in 1.4.
Infinite.
Yeah, the one that spits you into like a combat zone, and you just kind of go around killing enemies and collecting buffs.
I think they did it again, like in 2.2 or something, or was it? Or
Yeah, they did it
they did it somewhere.
Yeah, they did it twice.
Yeah,
in
yeah.
1.4,
Infinite battle
and
simulation
then-
was not bad.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it's something they could improve on easily, and if they get it right, I think it'll be really fun to see come back again and again.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, but I think like the elephant in the room is like War has a really good pipeline for creating story quests because we see like a lot of story content per patch now, but in exchange, the pipeline for like events content in each patch still fucking suck.
Yeah,
Yeah, it feels like people were asking for more content, not shift the content.
Yeah. Okay.
makes
There was someone says, but wasn't Infinite Battle Simulation basically the weekly, which I'm assuming is you're talking about Fantasies of Thousand Gateways. It's a bit different because you have the open map instead of like isolated hub areas. So at the very least, you're like moving around a really large area.
yeah, and if you wanted to get like pseudo leaderboardy, you can race the clock super fast.
Yeah, you could
And
either
that
like
was- and
you could either sweep the entire area or just bum rush to the boss and just suffer that way.
yeah.
So it was a
move-
pretty nice option of choice that way.
Yeah, and it was also kind of funny because depending on how much movement tech you know, it gets a little easier or harder.
Yeah.
Just because of like
Because there was this buff that just made Rocha infinitely bounce.
yeah,
Yeah.
Such
infinite bounce, infinite
Or
tornadoes.
that buff that makes Changli infinity fly up.
Oh yeah, that too.
Oh yeah,
Also,
Yeah, I
like
couldn't-
I'll address the elephant in the room. Can we get Illusive Realm, the actual Illusive Realm back?
The 1 actually elusive realm.
Fun.
Yeah, Dreaming Deep. I'm pretty sure I don't think they're making stories anymore for Dreaming Deep, considering they said considering how they closed it like this time.
Thanks for watching.
I think that to continue the Somno story, they have to bring it back as a new format and not Dreaming Deep anymore because Like they have to know that people don't like Dreaming Deep gameplay.
Yeah, they must have known by this point that Dreaming Deep is kind of
there
mid.
is any gameplay.
It's not even the concept, because I feel like people can like the concept, but the execution was really... How should I put
Wuthering
this?
Waves, you potential man of Wuthering
Aggressively
Waves.
mid.
Yeah, Dreaming Deep was the most. It's there game mode in the universe.
Because it was cool, the concept. Like, I like the idea of having a little bit more lore. Some of the movies I could have, honestly, could have done without.
Yeah, except they executed the lore in the most boring way possible. That only artists like us will care about.
Such as that.
Yeah, and like one of the most annoying thing about Dreaming Deep is like you don't even have a log for like rereading the conversation without replaying the entire thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no glossary. You just have to read the whole thing and just remember where everything is.
Yeah, this is like,
No, I
like a
disagree
visual
that the lore
novel
was, like-
without the.
No, the lore is great.
Yeah.
It's great. It's like, and it is not told in a bad way either, because like I also like tweeted about it. People were like disagreeing with this because lore is great. It's executed properly because like it's text. How
It's hard
you
text,
expect
yeah.
the lore to like
In
go another way, yeah.
defense, in defense, it's just visual novel formatting, but they did two things wrong. It's boring to read, and it's not visually entertaining enough.
Yeah, they didn't
Yeah,
make
because
any.
They didn't catch the
don't know.
essence of visual novel despite making it like a visual novel.
I just disagree with the whole visual novel because like it's clearly just like fucking Disco Elysium stuff, which is made for like for tabletops and shit. It's not visual novel like esque. Arguably, the usual story that we get is visual novel instead. That whatever this was, it was like adapted. It's on the right side on the screen with like the HSR roguelite stuff, and because it was made to resemble social media and your phones and stuff, so it is made to be pretty engaging for people. The problem was the fucking board. Like, let's be honest, the problem was the board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if this lore was presented this way, but instead of like doing this dumb shit with like
I think they
with
should.
tiles and stuff, if you actually were able, I don't know, they could have even, because I'm pretty sure there's like, yeah, there is a way, because we getting the event right now in the next version where we have like the isometric view like from the
Tuning in.
from the app, from the I don't know, helicopter view and stuff. So it is possible to make it with camera. If we had that, so like pretty much rip Disco Elysium, make us like go around some specific place, actually 3D modeled place, and investigate this way. It could have been like an amazing mod that people,
Yeah.
obviously not everybody would play, but like
It'll be more
it's
engaging
like
at least.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It'll at least be more
And then
interesting to
on
look
top-
at.
Yeah, and on top of like having a board, it's also extremely disengaging because you have to get like 12 or whatever endings.
Oh
have
yeah.
to redo it
And the
every
game doesn't exactly tell you how to get any of the endings, so it's like, oh my god.
That as well, yeah. That's also like okay. The first movies were like extremely easy to
Easy.
figure
Yeah,
out.
but that's
We
because that
figured
is a
out pretty
tutorial.
much, yeah. The last
literally
one,
just
I don't
one
know.
choice.
The last one,
The last one is I have to pay attention to this
Devious Man. Yeah.
to this 5 out of 10 detective movie, and the actual good part happens at the very end. Fuck me.
You spend 20 minutes like to actually go to the questioning stuff. You can just get shit wrong.
Yeah,
Get the
just-
first ending.
Yeah, and then
Like,
D
come
just
on.
gets upset at you, like, how could you miss this? And like, I did not read. I read, but I did not read it that closely. Come on.
I feel like okay on the combat events from my perspective, because I feel like we can't just leave other stuff that happens with the game out when we talk about events, because the events are part of the life cycle. So
Yeah.
when story is getting released, the events are getting affected, and vice versa as well. When there's a lot of events, case in point, like 2.4 had a lot of events, like shit ton of events. Story kinda. Well, you know how part 2 of 2.4 went. It was pretty short. So whatever. I feel like they're just like right now they're just focused on finally wrapping up Rina City.
They just
Like,
you can tell they just want to get rid of it and sit
farewell.
down.
Yeah, just like end it. Just be done with it. Because is it good? Yes, it's good. Is it good long term? Probably not. Probably need to like to shift gears a bit for the game. So I feel like they want like to wrap up the Renaissance arc, and it's probably a lot of manpower was thrown to actually properly finish it. So that's why there's like
Remind me
just
again.
less-
Was 2.4
just
the
less
2.4 is the Lupo event? Was the Lupo one, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes,
okay, okay.
the banners never falls is 2.4 the Lupa event, yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
there were like a lot of events on 2.4. There's were actually shit to do in 2.4. Yeah. So but right now we don't like. I talked to Trap about it. We have 6 events. 3 of them are login events. One of them is parkour event, and then 2 mini games. That's it.
It's so over.
Vampire Survivors probably will be good, but like, come on.
Speaking-
and the other, and the other thing that you brought up about the elusive realm, I just feel like it's not that the combat events are like bad in execution and stuff. I just feel like whatever Kuro releases, people won't be happy because Elysian
Elysian Realm?
Elysian Realm, yes.
Brain rot, come on, I'm fucking washed. Elusive realm. It's just miles better. Like whatever you do, even if we talk about like Banner Falls, which is pretty good, it just like Elusive Realm just shits on it because you get like you can actually main your favorite characters. They get cool kits.
Yeah.
You get cool challenges. You can do no hits and stuff. It was just better. So people just want that, and whatever reason, I have certain speculations, but it's like just speculations. For whatever
No,
reason, they
go
just
for it.
don't want to. Yeah, they just don't want to like think back. Well, one of the leading theories among people was that people just spent too much time on Elusive Realm and just didn't play the game like at all, which I don't particularly find.
I don't think that's real. I don't think that's true.
Yeah,
I
I don't
doubt
think
it,
it's
'cause,
like
like-
something.
Because Solon
Yeah,
has
they play
said
games.
over and over again that they value the 5 minutes of the first 5 minutes the most. So I don't think
That's
that
why they made
people.
the TD event.
Yeah.
Fucking 3 hours on one stage. Fucking
Exactly.
hell.
Next challenge has arrived. Such is their
I remember like wishing Elusive Realm had like some sort of support for like bringing a full team or like supporting like team interaction better instead of like having 2 upfield resonators, but instead we did we got fucking Fantasy of the Thousand Waking Way, and it was like an extremely cut down version of
Yeah,
the
when they
Elusive
said they announced Fantasy of 1000 Gators, this is Elusive Realm reimagined, and it's just mid.
Yeah, I do it almost every day, to be honest. I don't find the issue with
Yeah,
Fantasy,
because it's just like you play for
cool.
10 minutes and then just that's all of your
yeah.
stamina
Cool,
for
you get a little like you get a little your power fantasy fulfilled for a bit. Not Elusive Realm though. So yeah, I feel like there was an intent to bring Elusive Realm back, but 2.5 with Dreaming Deep happened, and Elusive Realm is supposed to be like the continuation of the Dreaming Deep, but they want to like actually revamp it like properly.
yeah. And then we all
because-
know
yeah,
how that
because the-
happened.
Oh, I meant like after the Dreaming Deep
Oh, yeah.
event, but like they need a lot of manpower to actually like do it properly. Because if you look at it right now, I don't know for like for the recent characters like Yuna, but like I'm pretty sure the 2.5 like Frolova has
I'll go
some
check.
market.
I'll go check
So-
actually if we have anything for.
Orlova did get
Yeah, it's
stuff
pretty
from
cool.
the did get some stuff for it, I think. Yeah, she
No,
got added.
Frolova has it. Frolova has it. Frolova has it.
Yeah, because she
for
has
the-
the orbital airstrike orbital strike incoming.
You remember the names?
Yes,
Wow, you're dedicated.
I have to be.
So they have the
Yeah, okay, we are all dedicated,
Somewhat.
okay? Okay. Let's see if I remember
there's
how
a lot
to.
of stuff. They also like they are remaking UI constantly. If you like noticed, a lot of
yeah.
the stuff just gets UI revamped, or like new events have like increasingly better UI than whatever the
They keep doing
was
stuff like
before,
this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
because
keep-
like
yeah.
it's like it's not that I don't appreciate it. Like very clearly I do because it is better. compared to what we had before. I just want to, like, me personally, I want a little bit more. Like,
no,
maybe
no, all
that's-
the UI shit that they're doing is very good. like,
Yeah.
like the new event UI. Oh, excellent. Now let's edit
Let's
the menu.
let's populate the events tab is my argument.
No, I feel like if you look at how they like formatted it, it's a lot more. It's less Genshin.
Yeah, it's a lot cleaner. I really think it's a lot cleaner, and I think that's important.
Just feel like it's a setup, to be honest. Like again,
Yeah,
I just feel like
but
they're
what-
just preparing for 3.0, and that's it. Like there's
it's
not
like,
a lot to
my question-
explain.
Yeah, and that's kind of what bothers me is like I know something is coming, but I still kind of want something now. Like it's like you order an appetizer.
Yeah.
It's nice, sure. It's probably what I asked for, or at least somewhat in line what I want. But where's the meat? Where's the meat?
Where's the meats? We have the meats.
Yeah,
like at
because
this
it's not
point,
like
usually,
they promise
yeah.
anything.
Yeah,
Sorry,
exactly.
Trev?
There should be communication at this point. Like if this happens, if they like did us just need time, like they just need to like last at in 3.0 because they like revamp a lot of shit or whatever. You communicate it, like you put out a notice, you like talk during the live streams or whatever. The fact that they ain't doing this like either, that's like the problem to me at least.
Yeah, I feel like Google really doesn't like communicate well with the player base, because like the entire reason that the people are impatient for change is because they usually like really Google is usually really just silent about stuff until they actually roll it out. Probably because they don't want to like overpromise or anything, and they are not sure about when they will implement it. But
I think Kuro Games is just shit at explaining. That's this ain't news. Like they're horrible at elaborating what they want. They kind of want to do, and it's very. So like whenever they do something that's off the table, it's like, what the hell are you doing? Because they never communicate.
This is nothing new. 'Cause,
I mean,
like,
yeah,
the
that
same
is-
thing kind of happens for PGR.
I mean,
It's like,
yeah.
I'm
I mean, sure, but that's not an excuse.
Yeah, the fact that it happens all the time should be cause for concern, if anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Kuro Games.
yeah, so like for example, because they don't really communicate, we don't actually know if like from 3.0 onwards, will we have like each part will just be like story and nearly fucking nothing to do, and except for like one to two passive for the entire year with a lot of events like 2.4, or will they actually improve their workflow and actually manage to make good amount of story content and actually replayable event content at the same time.
Oh, and Augusta isn't in the Dreaming Deep. Oh, this game mode is dead. This game mode is dead.
Oh yeah, no, it's not being updated.
Yeah, it's dead.
Yeah, good thing they're not wasting their time with it more, because the gameplay is like dead.
Yeah, I did it. I was doing a few rounds and I remember why I didn't like it. Like the lore is good, but my god, going through it was a pain. Shit ass.
Yeah, that's
Like-
an issue with it.
Like the problem with this mode is like they want you to read, but like when it's reading stuff and you have to like go through it multiple times, they should at least be like a fucking log for you to reread it without replaying the entire thing.
That's what
But
internet
we
is
didn't even have a
for.
log.
Oh, like checkpoints. Like, if you completed it, then you can restart from one of the nodes.
Yeah, but that requires too much foresight from Kuro Games.
Which foresight is something that they could work on.
This
And
game,
like okay.
this game is dangerously
Like a
close.
comment.
What? No, just mentioning.
No, nothing.
No, read it out. You brought it up. You have to know.
Those who knows.
What the fuck does that
No, but
mean?
seriously though, there's a lot of like the problem is we just don't have information. We just don't know how Kuro operates with WoW specifically. They're like really clear setups because in 2.7 we have like a new event tab
Yeah.
that like tells us about recurring events, like the whatever other events like and stuff, the challenges and all. This is done with the purpose. It wouldn't be done just to have like 6 events on the whole patch. That's not the point. Same thing when you look at the in 2.7 as well. You have like when you're on the map, instead of like just having Tower of Adversity, which was the only endgame mode, there's like a whole tab for it. So we probably can expect a new endgame as well in some time in the future. So like there are like setups for shit. Just that we don't have like any good point of reference on how it's going to be done, because to say that they added this, so it should like come, it should be like in 3.0 they will rework everything, like UI will be changed and stuff, we will get a new endgame. We don't know. That's the problem, we just don't know.
Yeah.
They could have just made it for fun. So yeah, that's like the main issue.
They could have made it for fun. It's honestly the most Kuro thing they could have done, and that's a bit worrying.
The fucking 3.0 is like the breaking point again. After 2.0 was one, but make it or break it. 3.0 now is make it or break it. I fucking hope 4.0 we just go in and like, yeah, that's pretty stable, that's cool. We can just like, not worry about shit and just look forward to the new location or whatever.
The X-Point X version is the make it or break it for Wuthering Waves.
Basically. Which is like exactly the point, right? It's exactly the issue. Now how should I put it?
Stay strong.
Ancient, I think you need to press A to gather them all at the same time. It doesn't work like that.
How long have you been watching me follow this puzzle?
To gather multiple at the same time, you need to go back to the book and charge the energy and go there and press E to.
Oh right, the book! I forgot the book exists.
No, press A.
A?
A, the E button for using the
Oh
skill.
right! E, I'm stupid.
Now, oh, yeah. So go to the middle and you use E
I'm
to
killing myself.
gather them.
Remnants of the
Game,
Yeah.
whoa.
How long have you been watching me fumble this puzzle? Okay, what are we talking
Yeah,
about
it's
again?
like they know how to do setups and things,
Yeah.
but we kind of want to. It feels like often the payoff is not quite there.
I think Kuro has the issue that I'm noticing with Wuthering Waves is that, yeah, similar as you said, like in hindsight, everything kind of works out. But the problem is that on the way, Kuro does a dog shit job at actually making it like actually good.
Basically, yeah. As sad as that sounds,
Yeah.
that's essentially the issue.
Yeah. Like
It's not a matter of not doing setup, or it's like, well, since it's like, we are talking about 2.6 part 1 and 2 also. It's like
the one.
it's the loop approach, basically.
Yeah.
There are an infinite amount of reasons, all valid, as for why Lupa would not be.
Yeah.
in
Okay,
part
we're talking about this. All right. Okay.
there is an infinite amount of reasons
Yeah.
as for why.
Yeah, and they're
She might
all
not
like and they're all valid. Just that Kuro didn't like make it like front and center.
They didn't say which one of them is.
Yeah. Yeah. They like Augusta listed 3 reasons. Like 2 of them are from NPCs. One of them is that like the Aegon and the Hunt are like 2 different things, and they're basically two completely different practices by this point. And
Just
2,
so stupid.
Lupa has not. Lupa isn't even in the family anymore. So like, even if Augusta like hates the Senate, I don't think she could like bend the rules that easily, that quickly. And 3rd, Augusta has this giant plan that she didn't tell anyone about, that she needs Septimon defended against, and none of them were like, confirmed to be the real reason why Lupa wasn't showing up. And that's like,
No, all 3 also like shit problems, because the first one about the Aegon, Augusta technically went through the same Aegon that Lupa did, because
Yeah.
Augusta didn't kill anybody either, and she didn't participate in like bloody Aegon because there's like no record about it. So she didn't kill anybody, so it's like the same. Plus, we know for certain Lupa fought fucking the avatar of Leviathan, so she is really good at the hunting stuff. She is. The second one about the Senate. Augusta somehow got Rover near the Earthrend Wedge or whatever, which is like should be basically impossible, but she made it possible. So it's not either. So it's like all the reasons are just fucking shit. It just doesn't work.
Okay.
I feel like it's it's like it's the Lupa problem because at 2.6 like. Before we can excuse stuff because like 2.5, yes, it's like it completely made sense to not bring anybody with us on the distress signal, whatever. I forgot what we got. In
Oh,
2.5,
the
at
boat,
start.
the boat.
The
flow
boat.
of
Yeah,
right? Like Rover
yeah,
did.
it made complete sense.
Yeah, Rover
Yeah.
didn't want to involve anyone because something Leviathan, something Order, something. Mental attack.
2.4, it made sense why we didn't bring anybody with us in 2.4, even Chacona, because like we were in a rush. Katafia just fucking dipped for whatever reason. So it makes sense as well. But there's only so much you can like give the leeway them for.
Yeah,
And, like,
there's
at
only
some
so
point,
much you
gotta
could do
cut the-
before.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything makes sense. Just Kuro doesn't like properly show it. Like this is a video game. Like you can. There's only so much show don't tell you can do. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. It's not even an issue of you have to show don't tell everything or something. That's not the point. The point is that there is information that should be given, and right now we just don't have it in a satisfying way, or in a way that isn't basically us going through digging and like talking to NPCs and like starting conjectures of as of why something is happening.
Because
That shouldn't be the case.
only reason why the only information about the Aegon being a different event from the hunt is from an NPC that you can accidentally not talk to in. Because the dialogue
And
tree,
then-
the dialogue tree is not even from the event. It's inside. Like the first time you talk is that they allude to
I
that.
remember.
Yeah, that one, the one in Augusta's chambers. Like the NPC to the left, I think, tells you that.
In the
you-
throne room.
Yeah, in the
on
throne room.
left
Yeah, oh,
of the-
they
on
tell
the
you,
left
oh,
wing
you're
of thing.
you're the champion of the Aegon. Oh, don't think the hunt's gonna be a piece of cake. And then you come back after the hunt and say, oh shit, you're real.
Yeah, even that, in my opinion, is not really doesn't really hold too much.
Yeah.
Because Lupa did talk about the hunt back in 2.5. She did want to participate. There is a lot that would lead into her participating. But at the same time, I can understand that maybe going through all that stuff in 2.4 probably could have her a little bit stressed out.
Yeah, because
It might have been a little taxing on her.
after 2.4 part 2, we found her drunk.
That might have been a little taxing on her, which is understandable. But
Yeah,
she didn't say so.
I think we should have at least called Lupa. Like even if Lupa wasn't invited, Rover should have at least called Lupa, and for her to show up, and then she'll tell Rover that, oh Rover, I'm still recovering from the effects of the Leviathan,
exactly.
and that would have been perfect, and they didn't. Instead, we
Because the
spent.
problem, she didn't show up, and
Yeah.
you can explain her not showing up by just her showing up. So the problem itself just
Yeah,
just lends itself.
the problem solves itself.
Yeah.
It's just an issue that Kuro didn't.
Maybe, but maybe not Cole, because you can also say about 2.2 about it as well, because we technically did call Carlotta before the whole ordeal with the Physalis. It didn't feel too good, to be honest.
Yeah. Okay, Carlotta did say, okay, you're going to the Physalia Castle. Okay, if anything happens, I'll break you out, and then that's where it ends. Like maybe we should have invited.
That, in my opinion, that doesn't feel good because it feels like it sets up some like
Yeah,
it's
the
kind of
Visalia Montelli rivalry that never happened.
No, that's not what I mean.
Uh-huh.
I honestly completely disagree with the Visalia Montelli thing that people
Okay.
really want. I really don't give a fuck about it.
Okay.
What I mean is that it feels like that sets up a conflict between Rover and the Visalias.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
what it
that's
sets
true.
up.
Oh yeah, because Rover
And
so. Continue.
the subverting expectations there doesn't really work as well because we don't have like too much of the rest. Because the reality is that, like, let's say that Cantarella was brainwashed and she actually attacked us, then Carlotta would bail us out, and then we would find out that Cantarella is actually good, but she was acting under the influence of Leviathan.
Yeah, but that doesn't exactly
That
work.
would have followed a little bit more what was being set up with the
I guess
with
so. Yeah.
with the bail me out, with the bailing Grover out.
Yeah.
But the way it played out is actually Visalia is the most fucking nice person in the actual.
Oh yeah.
In Raguna, she's actually so nice.
Yeah.
And that makes you feel bad for doubting her. And you're like, okay, well, fuck. We don't really need for her to bail us out, do we?
I just
So it's
realized.
unsatisfying in that case because it doesn't follow up on anything. Like
Yeah.
the premise wasn't there in the first place.
Oh,
In my
Kuro-
opinion, at least.
Oh, Kuro Games. Why are you the way that you are?
And like a really funny thing is like Lupa and Rover lives in the same fucking hotel, so like
Yeah,
not
they
seeing
stay
her
in the
face.
same place.
So like not seeing her face in for even 1 single second in 2.6 is like really weird.
Yeah, we're basically roommates with. Like, and I'm pretty sure, like, if Augusta is paying for Rover's bills, she's also paying for Lupa's bills, right?
Yeah, actually, that was didn't really follow.
Just like the treasure
Yeah.
chest from the stories.
Yeah, no, like that part where it didn't really connect. So
Unless
because we
now
know
we're-
that Lupa pay for the room.
Yeah, exactly. Unless now Lupa is not paying anymore. Now we are
Does Lupa
Augusta's.
does Lupa even have a place to live anymore? Because House Silva just disbanded.
A night's great harvest.
I mean, I
I
guess
think
so.
that
She's still pretty rich,
project,
from what I understand.
the like when she rent the room, she usually like I think it's like some kind of like time stay, like the same way she pay for the room is also like a lifetime stay. So it isn't really an issue if she get kicked out of the house.
Okay, yeah, I guess she has money though. She has real money that.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I think she can just. What the hell? Oh, ooh, I didn't remember this.
Real money.
like she's rich, from what I understand.
No, she is rich. She has that influencer money.
That's real money, yeah. Not this fake one.
No, she has better than influencer. She has sports athlete money.
Oh. Yeah. Okay.
She's like
let's be
prime
real.
time sports athlete money.
Lupa can probably like buy a whole buy a house. It's not like Ginlan where she doesn't have an identity anymore.
Yeah, exactly. She's a
She had
pretty
an
big public
identity
figure.
though, because she has like all the times that she fucking died and was used as a fucking perpetual machine of like agony, just merged into one person. So it's like I don't think it was like extremely good for her psyche, to be honest. But yeah, she's
I mean, yeah.
at least she's rich.
Yeah.
I will cry in my with my millionaire money.
Exactly, yeah.
I will dry my tears with banknotes.
I wonder, wait, Lupa, does she have any overworld encounters?
No,
yeah, she has one. She has one in
Actually,
Mia's
Fucking-
memorial, right?
yeah, two actually.
Mia's
Yeah,
memorial.
right.
oh yeah, I
one
forgot.
of Mia's, Mia's memorial and one on top of the balcony in front of the arena.
Oh, really? What
Yeah,
time?
because when I usually pass by the balcony, I don't see her, so I thought that was a one-time thing and forgot about it.
It's
No,
like
you can
it's
meet her
because
again.
it's in the morning. It's like
Oh, what time?
it's-
Like 8
because she
o'clock?
goes on the yeah, she goes like on runs at the morning, and we actually got like a comic from the Wuwa team that depicts her just running in morning in
Well,
the morning.
it should be in the balcony, like overlooking the this place,
like,
right?
yeah, no,
This place.
yeah. I go to the arena, and you'll see. At least should have seen.
Oh my god.
It just the issue is I had the problem of like triggering it myself. So I'm not sure. Maybe it's kind of finicky with the way it's
Well,
done.
it'll probably be like 9 o'clock. That's usually a good time.
Probably, yeah.
I'm here
Why is
I'm
Lua
back
so forced?
tell
Okay,
you.
what do you mean by that, Mike? Is this bait? There's. Why is Wua's story so
Came back to
forced?
bomb your live stream about Lupa's timing. It's from 11 to 2 something in the afternoon.
Oh, okay.
Oh, here we go.
Hold on. Okay, but someone asked, why is Wua's story so forced? What do you mean by that?
Yeah,
Oh,
like
there
that
she is.
doesn't mean much. Like maybe they mean contrived, but I wouldn't say it's contrived, or not necessarily at least. Like
It's not really forced in the other. No, it's not forced. I can't say that it's forced. It's just that it's very straightforward.
It is contrived through Trap is quite right. Yeah, it is contrived to be honest. At least in
No.
like Rena City region, I would say.
I don't know. I don't think it's contrived.
It is.
Okay.
And
How so?
we all know that it's basically because they fucked up the. I don't want to say the T word, the timeline that we went to like shores a bit too early.
Oh yeah.
Then we switched to Renacita instead of properly investigating like the Huanglong and stuff. And in Renacita, we're kind of all around the place. So it's like, if I'm reading the dictionary of Oxford right, it is quite contrived. But like
I'm gonna Google that. I forgot what contrived means.
deliberately created rather than arising naturally or spontaneously. So it's like, I feel like it was specifically made to make sense considering the situation that they were in, but like it's not exactly a good thing.
Yeah, it's not. Okay, I disagree that it's not. The story is forced because, like, everything that happened has made sense. Like, the reason why anything happens is like, yeah, I get it. I get how it got here. It's just that Wuwa has, like, the character interactions. Like, yeah, so that's whatever. Yeah, you can argue that it's like not that good. But I think the prior lore is the prior lore is still being applied here, because we still know everything that happened has just not been like what we learned in 1.0, 1.x just
Yeah.
isn't that focused in 2.x. But everything is still consistent. It's yeah.
Kind of doesn't. It doesn't connect really with Rena City because Rena City has a lot.
Has its own problems.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
because
that is
How long
one
it is
thing
like-
that was contrived.
if you're asking like why the retroact rain hasn't shown up yet, it kind of did in Chacona's PV, so that's old lore coming in the current version. If that's
I
what
think
you-
what is contrived is maybe how or why we went to Rinashita, but the Rinashita story itself, I don't think is contrived.
yeah, what Rinasita's contrived.
I mean, I just feel like we weren't ready for Rena City properly.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Maybe from this point. Yeah. So at this point, then it contrived. Like I don't know. Yeah, like the whole story, no whole story, not contrived. But like I would say,
The reason why we're here in the first
generally
place.
speaking,
Yeah,
yeah.
that I think is a little bit contrived. Like,
Yeah.
you know, conveniently finding
Yeah,
the
because-
recording that tells
No,
you
okay,
to seek Imperator while
okay, no, that's-
conveniently
okay,
getting an invite.
Okay, Shorekeeper found that shit. That's not contrived at all. Because Shorekeeper can pull shit out of
It's
her
super
ass,
fucking
apparently.
contrived.
No,
It's
the
super
contrived thing is that
crazy.
the contrived thing is that Shorekeeper pulled that out of her ass right as we got the invite from Montelli.
Yeah, exactly. That's what.
And that's because the reason why we should have gone to Renacita is like, we should have gone to, like, in Shorekeeper's words, the reason why we went to Renacita is like, Rover, we found this recording of your past that should help you with Abby's situation because it has Imperator's Imperator's stupid frequency magic or something. And then she says, like, right after, by the way, we also got this in the mail, which should let us enter Renacita uninterrupted. That's pretty contrived.
Yeah, that was contrived. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. But
Like it's the timing
Also,
that makes
yeah,
it
yeah.
contrived, not the thing itself.
Yeah, the story itself the story makes sense. Like everything that has happened from 2.0 to now, like you can argue that it's a bit like rushed, but at least it makes sense. That's what I mean.
Okay, so I want to. Okay, so we're gonna be accurate here. Oh, okay, we're fine. We're okay. Doorkeeper found the recording. They said it's related to you. You should take a look at it. It does not inherently tell you, like she does not inherently tell you that the information is like pertaining to Imperator. It just says, "Hey, I found this. You should take a look," and they do. And it's only in the recording that they said, "Look for Imperator." Then that might give you some ideas of what you need to do next. Conveniently, you were going there anyway because you need to fix Abby. Oh, and the contrived part now, you got the invitation. That's the contrived part. Everything else circumstantially makes sense, and the invitation is just the excuse to go there.
Exactly.
I don't know. I disagree because I feel like Abby is contrived as well. Abby got unwell in 1.3. I don't remember 1.1. I honestly don't recall. Yeah, so it was 1.3. 1.3 Abby got not really unwell, and we were like, yeah, we should probably fix it. And we just went to Black Shores. We did Black Shores thing, and then after that, it's like, oh yeah, Imperator is like the Echo guy. We should probably go to Echo guy to fix the Echo guy. So we go to Rinashita, and like the whole point of 2.0 wasn't about Abby. It was about figuring out Renacita. So it's like, okay, that's the standard plot of Renacita we're doing here. And then at 2.2, it's Cardathia stuff, it's the tower stuff, it's the standard plot point that we just explored. And then at the end of 2.2, it's just like, oh yeah, by the way, I just like, I just like...
Abby's fixed now.
fun.
Like, huh?
And it didn't appear again. So it's like, I feel like it's contrived. It's pretty contrived. It's just there to have more reason to go to Renacita because the message itself makes sense, to be honest. Like past Rover left a message that said that there's making us aware of the pact that we had with the Sentinel, which is like cool. And I feel like it should have been like a natural point of us even going to Renacita, but like, alas.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Alright, can you tell us what chaos is?
Time for a little nap.
Okay, who wants to answer this question? Okay, who wants to answer this question?
Let's go.
Crap, come on.
Up.
So, oh god, this is gonna sound a lot more complicated than I think it actually is.
Don't worry, we'll summarize it for you. Don't worry. We'll summarize it if you go overboard.
It's just
So it depends. Like right now, obviously, it's all conjecture. But what personally I think that chaos is basically an hypothetical concept. So yeah, exactly. That's why it's hard.
Continue.
So basically, the future is basically a lot of possibilities that might or might not be true. So how we decide which possibility becomes true? Well, the action that we take in the world reflect onto chaos, and as we take various actions, then that path, those possibilities, kind of narrow down onto one. Following up until now?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah, I need to kill Quartet here to be quiet for a while.
So, the idea, I think, of chaos is basically this. We can determine the future because we can try to look a little bit ahead of those choices that you're making. And if they converge in some point, we can kind of tell you, hey, they are converging here. So what happens when... And this, by the way, this doesn't apply to Septimon. This applies to everything. To the whole of Soul 3. So, what happens? What is wrong with Septimon? Why is chaos in Septimon special? Well, because the epicenter of the dark tide is there. So what does that cause? What does that generate? Well, what happens is basically that the dark tide is such a big variable that renders virtually null every other possibility, because every possibility ultimately will end in dark tide. Okay? So why can the priestesses see the future of Septimon? Because there is one convergence point, because everything leads to the dark tide, so they can easily see the dark tide. Because that's the only point in common. Which obviously changes when the dark tide in Septimon gets defeated. Because then we don't have that convergence anymore. We can't see the future anymore because there are way too many possibilities. It's a void. We can't see anything anymore. Just like Rover, but it's not like Rover is special because chaos doesn't affect Rover. Chaos is just behaving normally around Rover. Because Rover is basically as strong a variable as the dark tide is. Following up until now?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Okay. So, since chaos is behaving normally around Rover, then we can start affecting the future again. So, ultimately, what happens is that you can't really act on chaos, but by acting in reality, you are already acting on chaos. As for... And this should be technically just how chaos works, normally. This is how chaos works, I think.
Yeah, because the game doesn't actually, like, properly tell us, like, the steps chaos takes to predict the future.
It's because chaos isn't predicting the future.
Yeah.
Chaos is basically a mirror. It's just reflecting. And then basically, instead of reflecting you at the moment, it reflects you a little bit ahead. So you can see a little bit ahead, and, well, they can technically see more ahead because it's difficult to conceptualize in one-to-one analogies.
It's kind of like
I feel like
Pain,
you
right?
trap it. I feel like you trap it too much into the future stuff. But instead, I feel like the chaos is like I'm pretty sure it was like explained in the game as well. It's like the realm of possibilities.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which
but that's
which is like-
basically
which is like a
a complicated way of saying that.
yeah, but like the point is that it not only stores the future, it also stores like the present and the past, because priestesses can also look into the past and into the present as well. So it's like it's not like a mirror exactly of the future. It's like just
Yeah.
of the like
Of everything, yeah. And
That said,
yeah,
I do think there are
there's a point.
some big caveats.
Yeah.
The caveats to that. Like, for example, when Yuno affects the past, I think there is a huge caveat there. Like, I don't think Yuno can do that now.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, Yuno doesn't have her powers and her future state anymore.
No, it's not about her powers. That's got nothing to do with her powers. What it has to do is with the fact that Yuno wasn't in reality. Basically, since Yuno didn't exist in time, and since that causal chain was broken, because if Yuno doesn't exist in time, we can't defeat the Dark Tide. But if we can't, we can defeat the Dark Tide only if Yuno doesn't exist. That paradox is what allows Yuno to affect the past in her quest.
Any reason why Black
Because
Shores
we needed to
isn't...
reconcile that paradox. I think
you-
that is what basically. So since Yuno becomes an anomaly in that case, then we need to be able to. You are allowed of touching the past because you basically have to repair the causal chain. But if the causal chain isn't broken, you can't really affect it anymore. Like you can't go back and change the past because you want to. In this case, you could because the link was already broken, if you will. At least that's my take on it. Feel free to.
Yeah, I mean,
disagree.
you already know
No.
how I interpret chaos, so should I reiterate for the stream?
I don't know if you want to.
Purge the impure.
Okay. Well, basically, like the way I interpret chaos is more like just honestly, it's the way I interpret it just so that it kind of lines up more with what Rover said in 1.3. Like that, everything has already happened. Everything has like one deciding endpoint,
Knight's challenge has
and
arrived.
everything that Rover has done up till now is to make sure that their future can't be interfered by something else. But that's a lot
I want
of
to like. Yeah.
yeah.
I feel like if you want to like to talk about it, like the rover stuff in 1.3, it's like
Just like the treasure chest.
part of the issue why I wasn't happy that chaos was introduced just now, because from the description of it, it also almost feels like this is shit that his civilization actually looked into, because they were also like the event A, event O, and all this stuff, and like tractors and shit. I feel like they were also like looking into this
If it's a deal, you
chaos. No, maybe not exactly chaos, but like something similar to chaos, and like in concept.
I think it is chaos. They just didn't call it that.
Yeah.
Yeah, same. So it's like that's why I was kind of pissed that we got introduced it not through not the Black Shores, but like just random unit quest. But like whatever, it's not the case. Like not the point right now. Yeah, I feel like then it's fair to say that Ethis itself can also calculate things. I don't know, timelines or whatever. From this chaos thing, so it can actually like process it properly, because human mind can't properly process it, at least unless it's like anchored to a certain event, which in Septimon's case was like the Dark Tide, the destruction of Septimon. So since it was pinned down, like a lot of threats just come into one specific point on like I don't know, on a sheet of paper or whatever you want to call it. Instances could actually just trace not far ahead, because the actual end of Septimon was only shown to Yuna, I'm pretty sure, and maybe
Yeah, only you know.
it maybe
I don't think
A
you know
little bit,
actually.
but a
I
little
don't
bit.
think
Little bit
you
as
know
well.
told anyone the.
yeah, a little bit as well, yeah. So like
Little bit as well.
only two person who are like extremely talented, and nobody else. So only them, and it allows you to like to look into it. But like human mind cannot process it if there's not a single like pinpoint to actually help them. But Tethys, on the other hand, like multi-dimensional whatever the fuck it is. So maybe it can like properly process it and actually like glimpse into chaos. I really hope that it's the way they will go into like interpreted it back, like the you can say retcon it or whatever, since I don't know, it's not really retcon, it existed already, but like whatever. I just hope they like don't just leave it here and like say chaos stuff is just like stuff and whatever. Then it could be cool, yeah. If it's actually ties, especially since it's the primarily is the stuff that his civilization was looking into to like even make the, I guess, current plan I guess, right now when like insert contingency protocol and all. So maybe to make it even work, chaos was needed. So it could be cool. It could be really cool. Yeah.
Maybe.
Black Shores, every region. What's the point of Black Shores if it's restricted by another region? Yeah, I think people are kind of misunderstanding what Black Shores actually is as an organization. Like they're not, they're not a. Is it easier to like think of Black Shores like a university rather than a military? Like
I don't think even that.
No.
No.
No, I don't think so. I think think of it like
Such is their blessing.
a peaceful organization. Like think of it
Yeah.
like the UN basically, but without an army. they can send relief, but it's not like they're not a country. They're not like
Yeah.
they are granted autonomy, but they're an organization. They have to go by the rules of the place they want to act in.
Yeah, because you can't just
Yeah,
impose
yeah.
your will on. You can't just impose your will on other nations. Like, that's the entire reason why Black Shores couldn't operate under Nisita for so long, and they still can't operate under Nisita. Because yeah, they shouldn't. Because if they could, then what's really differentiating them from the Praxis?
Yeah, exactly. Like,
right? Right?
why? Because I said so. Well,
I choose to impose all of my technology and all of my personnel in this region to save you without your consent. Yeah, that's not a very good look, isn't it?
it reminds me of the fucking Star Wars meme. You are being saved. Please do
Not
not
rest.
resist.
Yeah, so the reason why, okay, again, the reason why we could even Black Shores could even help Augusta is because Augusta gave explicit permission for Black Shores to help.
Like Augusta started a partnership. Augusta started a
With
partnership,
Pooling, right?
Yeah, with building,
I'm pretty
and
sure.
they
No,
gave
like
access to their Genesis Nexus.
yeah, this specific part of it was granted. I'm pretty sure Septimont does have like
Black Shores personnel.
some sort of connection. Yeah, they have. I mean, they have the fucking tower in the Septimont, so they are present here. It's not like it's not something.
It's
new,
not
just
like
that,
Raguna.
yeah,
Raguna is like anti-Black Shores. Like the order was
Yeah.
was at least anti-Black Shores.
Honestly, for all the
Septimont was basically neutral.
for all the shit
But
that
they
they're
were
doing,
getting
they
caught.
better be anti-Black Shores. Because what the hell? Imagine if Black Shores internet was connected to Septima during the seat, and then Black Shores just finds out that all the Leviathan shit that's happening underwater.
Yeah. How convenient would have that been?
Yeah. Speaking of Black Shores, Galbraina, what the hell?
We don't know enough.
We don't know enough.
The thing is, she might be a member already, or she might not be.
Imagine if she's just a member and Shorekeeper just didn't tell us.
I really do hope that's not the case. I really do.
Imagine
hope that they just did not-
imagine if Camellia just says, "All right, yeah, Galbraina, she's one of the person I recruited." Fuck you.
Oh yeah, she's one of the first of them. You know this motherfucker, like you, eats Tacit Discords. What?
Where was
Do you
any
think that
mention
piece
of?
of info would have been interesting?
Okay, to be fair, like like in the story, like Camellia has never explicitly told us that her job in the Black Shores is combat recruitment.
Well, I mean, everyone else did.
Yeah, but one NPC did. No,
But
direct
it's still a job, even if only one NPC said so.
Oh my god. Okay. So, what are your expectations for the 2.7 story? Are we going there? For it to not be shit is not allowed. Because that's free space.
if I talk, I'm in big trouble.
If I
don't like
speak-
to be in big trouble.
If I speak, if I speak, I go to hell.
Challenge has arrived.
I mean, I think honestly, Maybe I'm gonna get hate for this.
No, how
I
how
don't
bad
like
could it be?
I don't like Avengers Assemble moments.
Hopefully this helps.
I do
I don't
not
think
like
a lot of
Avengers.
people actually do, to be honest.
I don't think
Like,
anyone likes them. It's just that it's stuck in 1.0.
So honestly, to see everyone,
The wicked.
it's kinda
For watching Polyphony.
I don't know. They could pull it off. They could
Okay,
not.
the question is, does any of you trust Kuro enough to like?
Last note.
Do any of you trust Kuro enough to handle a cast of 10 characters?
I don't know. I have no idea. Well, if you think they're gonna Olaf's time, you are sorely mistaken. Not enough. Unless they make this story like
6 hours
20
long.
hours.
Oh my god.
No, 6 hours long? That's easy.
We are confirmed to have 2 acts, so that's like at least 5 to 6 hours already.
Wind howls.
Yeah, exactly.
True.
Probably more. 6 hours is too.
Watch, Phoebe's going. What the hell? How are they going to involve Phoebe in this story? The last time we saw her, she was fishing.
She
I mean,
came
the
back
same.
from a
Like,
fishing
why the
trip.
fuck are we? Why the fuck Zani is here? Like,
Okay, no,
why the
Zani.
fuck is Lorelai
Zani has
there?
Carlotta to anchor herself. Phoebe, so okay. Phoebe
Zani is
also.
a fucking nobody. Zani is an employee
Well,
of a
no,
band.
that's
She
not
has
true.
no
Non
shit
for-
to do there.
All right.
She's well, yesn't.
What do you mean by that?
She's as important as Phoebe, and both are not really important. Let's be honest here. It's like
Okay, but she has the virtue
I
of being.
disagree. The
Okay,
thing
Zani-
is,
the thing
Carlotta
is-
is important, and
No,
Carlotta does hold Zani in that regard.
The thing is, Zani is practically joined
That's
at the
the
hip
only
with Carlotta, and that makes her more important than Phoebe.
Yes, exactly. Basically, essentially.
The last time we saw
What-
Phoebe, she was fishing. That's it. There's no punchline. That's it.
I think there's also the idea of the existential threat and whatever, but what I would say maybe is a little bit like, why is Rocha and Brandt there?
Okay, Brand is probably
this as
there.
well.
Brand is probably just there for shits and giggles. Let's be real.
Like, it's because they want to use everyone in the cast, which is understandable.
Yeah.
I get it, but like the troop of fools, they aren't really set up as like a combat force.
No, they really are.
They're not the first
I
people I
think-
would call if I need to fight a Thenodian, okay?
I think at the very least, the troop of fools should be involved in evacuation.
Yeah, that yes, that I can see. That I
But
can
as a
see,
main
yeah.
combat force against Leviathan, let's be real. What is Rocha and
Like,
Pero
I-
going to do?
I can even see Cantarella, even if like I don't know. how
Okay,
much, but, like,
Cantarella is directly related to Leviathan. She has to be present.
yeah, exactly. Like also she has shown that she's pretty resistant to Leviathan's corruption. So I think that's a good quality to have when fighting Leviathan.
She also has AoE damage, and that's very useful.
Yeah, true.
Brand and
Carlotta.
Rocha is still associated with Carlotta. Okay, Chacona. Fuck Chacona is doing here. Okay,
Exactly.
let's be honest. Chacona. Of all
Oh,
people,
Chacon
come
is
on.
associated with Carlotta.
Everyone's related to
Surely,
Carlotta.
yeah.
No, the thing is, everyone, if they're not related to
Fucking
Celia,
fugitive.
they're related to Carlotta. And now, after the Everardo bank vault thing, Phoebe is now also related to Carlotta.
Yeah, why not? Everyone. Rover is related to Carlotta.
Again, my main.
This fucking this is Nicole at the end of 1.4.
Oh, fucking hell.
What are we? Chop
My main
liver?
issue is not like bringing people back. It's not like Avengers Assemble is whatever. It's not. Okay, it is cheesy as fuck. Let's be
It's
honest.
very
Just-
corny.
you
Seeing everyone lined up
cannot
is very
do
like.
anything about it here.
Okay, there was
It's corny as fuck,
there
yeah.
was a scene in the live stream where everyone just lined up with all of the echoes of and
Yeah.
everyone else, and it's like, is this cringe?
A little bit.
It's kinda-
But I mean,
kinda
it's fine.
whatever.
I don't even get bothered too much by the cringe part. It's more. Actually,
It's
no.
cr-
No,
wanna
I
let
don't.
alfxi
I don't
finish.
like knowing how Kuro just makes stories. I don't feel like it's a good idea to have 2 new characters on the finale patch that we never fucking seen before. That's like my main point. I don't just like it.
And suddenly Galbraith.
Galbraith,
Okay, Galbraith's for
she's full
Galbraith
of-
can
yeah.
be forgiven, but Chu Yen, well, who are you?
I mean,
Well,
I don't know.
apparently
I
he's-
probably can. Yeah, apparently he's like hunting Scar. At least this makes sense. That the fucking Galbrena just fucked off until the 2.7 and never show up properly. We were dealing with Freenodin is another matter. I just like if she is currently a black short staff, do not help us at all during the whole fucking Minnesota.
She was
I
Black
just-
Shore's time, and then
Bro.
she watched
Yeah, I don't know.
Prolova do all of that shit and just didn't do anything.
Yeah, no, I doubt it. Like it can't be. Like it can't be that she's already a black short.
Yeah, she has to be
It just
recruited at
doesn't
some
sit
point.
well with me. I don't know. It just I've said it before. It's like people disagree, of course. I just feel like 2.7 character should have been Cartathea, like because Cartathea is like the character of Renacita. And
Yeah,
like instead, it's like some random people we never seen before. I don't know.
That's kind of when Jirja came out of nowhere. Okay, but Jirja wasn't involved in the 1.0.
Okay, but the stakes were a lot lower by that point.
Okay, unless you're talking about the Somnora event 1.4, we don't talk about that.
No, it's like imagine 1.0 like story. We had like Avengers Assemble as well, but like current on banner character is fucking Yanwu. It's like who the fuck are you, bro?
Bro just showed up.
Never
Well,
seen
I
you
mean-
before.
Again, yes, and as in, they did tease enough, in my opinion, that Galbrena is Angel to justify why she is important. My issue is more so, will they be able to do justice to these two new? Well, not even two. Honestly, the finale just needs to do justice to Galbrena, because apparently Choyuan will have an interlude.
Has his own
after.
quest, yeah.
So honestly, the finale just needs to do justice to Galbrena. It can introduce Choyuan, but then we will learn about Choyuan later. Well, we don't care right now. Like he's gonna help. Yeah, cool. Drunk master, whatever.
As well, sorry, yeah. He's also like from Huanglong. We know we have Chang Li with the connections from Huanglong and stuff. They could have like.
Surely we'll
linked us
see
up.
more Huanglong characters.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
There are
Yeah.
There are a lot of characters that are in Huanglong that we might hear more about and we will be happy about.
Surely
But,
we'll see Jinzhou characters in Choyuan's quest. Surely.
Yeah, surely.
Surely.
Surely, yeah.
The thing is more so that they are introducing a character that is set up to have a lot of relevance, but that we never saw up until now. Because Galbrena, from like a lore standpoint, if you will, is set up to be of high significance.
Very high significance.
First of all, because of the teaser with Cartathea. Second, because again, the fucking Dark Tide attacking her and she like cuts it from Leviathan. That is like a pretty big deal in my opinion. Third, she has
It's
a
not an
pet
item.
echo.
You can stop searching. It's not an item. You can like.
Oh, okay. No,
it's not
I
saved.
was looking for the black shirt frequency. The dark type
Oh,
frequency.
Yeah, it's not.
Okay. Yeah.
I can send it to you once.
Okay. I'll bring it up on screen.
And third, we have the echo pet that they show. She has an Abby. She has her own Abby that lives in her fucking wing. Like, these are things that brings a lot of like expectation, if you will, onto the character.
Yeah.
And then, if you bring all of this, then you kind of have to deliver on them.
Yeah.
Because right now you're basically setting her up as Rover 2.0. Well, not really Rover because she's probably not immortal and whatever and all of that shit.
She's not
But-
that different.
She has her own echo pet and so on and so forth, and a really strong resonance apparently that turned the Dark Tide back around against the Leviathan. So there is a lot there, and I don't know if in only one patch there is enough to unpack everything, or to unpack enough that makes it feel satisfying. That's the only thing I'm worried about.
Yeah,
Because
because
now you've
like
also set up.
Yeah.
in the trailer
Sorry,
you can see, because in the trailer you can see that like even when we don't consider Gabrena's part in the story, they are trying to unpack a lot of different things in just 2 acts. there's like instead of seeing Christopher Rowe, we don't see Christopher Rowe at all, and we see Scar in the trailer. So
Scar.
it will also we
2.7
so
has
in
to resolve a lot of things.
Oh,
yeah
and we
at the
saw
same
the
time
other guy.
The man.
And we saw the new guy.
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
seen a
and
lot of
there's also
screenshots.
a
It's the
new guy.
shepherd, right? The shepherd. Like,
Yeah, the guy that looks
Possibly.
like the shepherd.
hmm.
They're trying to shove a lot of things into 2.7. So like Leviathan, like Force Overrun coming back, and then stealing the civilization capsule. That is basically the compass that Imperator left for some reason.
Yeah,
And Journeying Paradise coming, trying to manifest into reality. Christopher disappearing, and
Okay.
Avidius, and then Scar and Kyuyan coming to hunt Scar, and there's just a bunch of stuff that I'm not even sure they can fit in 6 hours. Let alone like apart from that, they have to also unpack Gavena's character to make it really convincing.
Is 2.7 cooked?
There
I
is
mean,
a
I
lot
wouldn't
riding
say
on it.
it's cooked.
Not necessarily cooked.
I don't think it's cooked, but I feel like it should have been like split into 2.7 and 2.8.
It has a lot to prove. That's what it is.
No, I'll just say like don't expect like this be like the
Absolute
best
cinema.
shit since like sliced bread. It's like
Don't worry,
absolute. It
everyone
would be absolute cinema. It's fucking okay. Come on, like Wuba and not making everything fucking absolute cinema. It's like it will be. We will have like cool cutscenes and shit. That's not the point. If you actually like care a lot about the how stuff is actually like presented in the story and all of that, I don't feel like you're going to be like extremely satisfied because at this point it's just they gotta end it somewhere, I guess.
Like, my expectations for 2.7 is, unfortunately for a lot of people, I don't think it's going to be perfect. And like, it won't be perfect, but it won't be like, it won't be it won't be full of us. It won't be as good as Full of Us Quest. Basically, the way it ends won't be as satisfying as Full of Us Quest. That's what I mean.
Probably
That's what I
They
think.
also like I hate it when
I
they
have
do
to
this
be
shit.
willing to actually like say I don't know, but I will say that there is a lot to. If they stick the landing, it's probably gonna be great. Otherwise, it's probably gonna be mediocre. That's what I think, honestly, at this point.
Yeah, it's like you just experience
I
it.
don't think
you
it's
don't
gonna be
think about
bad.
it, and it will be great. Yeah.
I feel like the problem will be less worse if the characters didn't disappear. Okay, the problem, that's not really it, because the story has been written around the fact that these characters, like, okay, how do I word this? Because
yeah,
but the story so far, like from 2.0 to 2.7, has been written with the absence of these characters in mind. So, if you're asking them to show up again, it really wouldn't change anything from the ending. That's what I think. So even if, let's say, okay, example, like Phoebe shows up in the undersea basement, and somehow we're pairing her with Frolova of all people. Like, and then Frolova is talking to Rover, and Phoebe just chimes in like, "Hey, Frolova, that's wrong." I don't think that will resolve any of my personal worries with 2.7, because 2.7 has a lot of shit that I am not sure if Kuro will be able to wrap it up neatly. They will wrap it up. Will they wrap it up good? We have no idea. That's my concern.
I mean, baseline, everything that they need to do is the Renacita. Because I personally, again, I like Renacita. I don't forget Renacita is extremely important in the grand scheme of things. It's like our little cool vacation in a land of Italy and stuff, whatever.
Italy is not a real
what they need
place.
to do. What they need to do is just not do the cringe shit of like, oh, Leviathan actually is not dead at the end of 2.7.
I don't think Leviathan's
because Lilyland exists. But we don't talk about it, and we go to another location now, and we just like leave the fucking Lilyland to I don't know, fucking 4.0
I'm gonna be for
or
real.
whatever.
I'm gonna be for real. I don't think Leviathan's going to die in 2.7. I'm gonna be so real with
That's
you.
probably. I mean, if Leviathan dies, it's shit writing. They can
Yeah,
die.
yeah.
It's like it's an established fact of the world. So yeah.
Yeah. At the very least, I want Leviathan to be sealed somewhere.
I mean, like at
The
least
Lion-
seal for a
Yeah.
very long period of time.
We need to pull a Geshu in. That's
Yeah,
what, that's what we have to do.
Finality. Yeah. Just like get a certain point of finality to the story,
Yeah, yeah.
and then like don't say just like Rena City is fucking done. We're just never going here again. No, but like stopping point on the story, like currently at least.
I want Raguna to be a crater in the ground. I want a Shibuya incident. Oh my god. Man.
And what I actually like want them to do is just, right now, wrap it up nicely as possible, and maybe set it up that we can return there.
Yeah. No, we'll have to return
We don't
there.
do it now.
I think that's what Lilyland is there for.
We'll probably, honestly, there is another thing.
Mm.
We don't need new maps every time we have a new quest.
All that to Kuro.
I don't think so. I don't think that we need that.
Yeah.
Because that is also one thing that can make it feel, that can make the world feel quote unquote less alive. It's not just about characters or like not interacting or whatever.
Mm.
It's
The world
like
is too big.
how also the world behaves.
I think
If you always go into the new place, then that means that every place where you've been never changes.
I also think
And
that
we should probably see that.
yeah. I think the world of Renesita is too big, honestly. Like there's
It's extremely. You
yeah.
can just open the map. It's like it's not hard to figure out. Look at what Raguna has for like districts and shit, and then look at like Septimot and Sanguis. It's like 2 locations
Yeah.
and that's it.
I think
That
what
was like
like
change.
so far, like from my personal observation,
Honored.
Septimont is probably the most lived in place. No, I've lived in as in when I walk around Septimont, I see that there are a lot of people who live in there. Like you can tell this place is very lived in. It's not empty. You can tell that like the devs put a lot of care in making sure that the place feels alive. Like you walk around Sanguis Plateau, and then you see a lot of NPCs walk around. They do their hunting things, and then you see like how certain TDs are patrolling, and you notice how they look like people. And then you go to Septimont, like you see like a lot of people are living their own lives in this place. But the question is, we are playing a gacha game where the inherent appeal is the characters, and they are nowhere to be seen here. Which makes me wonder if the priority should be put away from the open world and more into like fleshing out this singular area. I don't know.
I don't know, because that runs into other issues in my opinion. Like, mind you, I would like to see the older characters get added, like spawn location. I would also like to see new spawn locations get added over time.
Oh yeah. Like we can we'll see Camellia like do shit like around the Black Shore's base.
Yeah, basically.
Instead of just looking at the sunset and burning her eyes out.
Doesn't need to be too often, doesn't need to be, but yeah, that would be nice. But that's not really the most important part. Like, I think what is important is to basically tie up things in a way that feels satisfying. And unfortunately, that is a very fucking subjective statement.
Yeah. Cause me saying that, hey, maybe you should focus more on individual areas rather than making the world feel so big. That's probably gonna get me a lot of comments.
But it's not even that's getting a lot of comment. Like, it's not that your perspective isn't valid. it's also that maybe someone else is like, no,
Yeah.
I want to know more about the world. I don't care about fucking Wuwa Rome. I want to know more about Wuwa China. I want to know more about Wuwa Germany. I don't know. Whatever.
Can Camilla come to Sukmod? No, she doesn't have a reason to show up here. She like when Camilla knows that we're in Renacita, but she just doesn't care.
Well, I don't know if she doesn't care, but
No,
it's
man,
like
she like
Yeah,
what
she.
was her comment?
Let me check.
Go-
Actually.
Good comment, by the way. Did ask like why Camilla isn't in the finale, for example, because she is a bloom bearer. Her whole job is to like go out on missions and well, admittedly also like find
She's-
new
Yeah,
people
recruit.
to
The
recruit.
gardener.
But she is a bloom bearer. She like yeah, she has to she has the responsibility to like react on fucking on the stress calls and shit. So she technically should be here as well, but like she's nowhere
I'll
to
be
be
real
seen
with
as well.
you.
It's like
I'll be real with you. I think Camellia being there would low-key make more sense than Phoebe, the
yeah,
troop.
exactly. She's combat oriented personnel. What the fuck do we not just bring her here? Unless I don't know, unless you just like didn't show her specifically for whatever reason. But I doubt it.
Unless she's up to other shit, but even then. And I don't know, maybe we'll get to know, like, you know? Maybe we'll
Are
find
you
out.
sure? She's a previous patch character. She's not showing up.
All right. I'm sorry. I
problem.
lost the
Okay.
memo.
Let's say she has like important shit to do. What the fuck can be like more important than to deal with the Trinodian and like save a whole country? Like it's like this scope
Okay.
just doesn't make sense, to be honest.
I don't want to be too much high on opium, but I can see many ways where they could set that up. One very easy that off the top of my head is she might be the introduction to 3.0. Like she might introduce to 3.0. As in she might have been how do you say traveling ahead and find out stuff about wherever we're gonna go in 3.0.
Reconnaissance, yeah.
Yeah, reconnaissance. And maybe she found out something that is that we will go there. I don't know, but like what I'm saying is that there are ways to set that up. That would be fine.
Yeah, sure.
Like she could have been bogged down. Like maybe she should have been back already, but she isn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe the reason why we go to new areas because Camellia is fucking missing. And we need to
But
hunt
I don't
it
know. I'm not on the,
now.
I'm not in the Kuro writing team. For better or worse.
We just not gonna lie. We just need to tell Kuro how to.
It's still, yeah. Even though I know like there were people like, saying like, oh, you see like the fucking finale has all the Rena City characters and shit. Like,
Yeah, that's
you're
not.
complaining about people,
No,
people
still-
not appearing. Yeah, it's like Jinchi haven't said shit about Scar. Fucking Sanhua haven't said shit about Scar.
The
He fucking
Jinju
is
military
killing
is filled with
nobody.
frauds.
Anglia hasn't said shit
Yeah.
about Scar. She has a tracker on it. She has a fucking
Yang
tracker
Yang in
on
our
it.
mail.
She knows everything.
Wait, in Yang Yang, in Yang Yang's mail, has she actually mentioned Scar?
Never.
Okay.
Never.
The
Motherfucker is keeping her mouth shut.
the Midnight Warriors are apparently filled with frauds. Apparently.
I mean, I would change the game icon. But...
Oh.
Anyway,
Yeah, so,
Oh.
yeah, the issues are still there. Even though they make the fucking Avengers ensemble, it's not like the fix all solution. It's
Yeah,
not.
it's hype moments and
Because
aura. That's
we
what
just-
it is.
Yeah, we're just accepting it. We just have now nothing else to do. It's like, yeah, cool. At least it's something. But like, come on, we can do more than this. It's like,
okay, like
yeah,
to actually attack the issue because now I'm the issue isn't really even the characters itself not showing, in my opinion.
It's yeah.
yeah.
It's more so the presence isn't felt. Because you can have characters show up as much as you want, but still not feel their presence. And you can have characters that don't show up at all, and you actually feel their presence a lot. God, I hate to bring up this example because it's like kind of beaten into the ground.
Go for it.
Imeko Inomka Impact.
Ooh.
She's literally fucking dead, and honestly, half of the fucking, like, no, not even half, 80% of the fucking Inomka Impact fanbase makes it all about the fact, oh my god, she died. Oh my god,
It's gone so bad.
Evolution. Fuck off, that's not the point. The point is how important she is for Kiana in that context.
Yeah.
That is the point.
Taste my resolve.
So you feel her presence throughout the story, even if she isn't there.
Praise me.
Now, is she a recurring character? No, she's fucking dead.
Yeah, but she feels important.
But she's felt, exactly. And that's what I think we should have more of. It's not really the character showing up, but more so the character being making itself feel present.
I think the only character. Yeah.
Here's the deal. I'm sorry, but not everyone can do that. Not every character can do that. There are characters that will not show up again.
Not gonna
Ever.
lie. Yeah.
And I'm
Carlotta's
gonna tell
so.
you, one of them is likely Phoebe.
Yeah, Phoebe's
Even if
not gonna
she's
show up
very light.
anymore. Yeah, Phoebe's is. She's in a tough spot. I think the only character that I can see showing up again in the future is Carlotta. Cause so far she's the one that has showed up the most in the 2.
There are a few.
Yeah, because she showed
I
up.
feel like Yuna can show up. She's pretty free right now. Like,
Yeah, Yuno is
Carlotta can
literally
show
free.
up
She
as well.
has her entire life to herself, literally.
Augusta can
Yeah.
show up if we actually need help
Septimon.
with some, like, the rulers and the leaders of the various places. So Carlotta and Cartarella for their own houses, Augusta for Septimon.
I think
The
Carlotta
Jinjo-
Montelli
the
is
Jinjo
in a
whole-
special spot because they're merchant, right? And I think
Yeah.
I can't remember who said it, but I think Montelli is like actually looking to expand. Oh yeah, because it's from the fucking logistics event of all places. Because Maji, that fucker, said that Montelli is looking to collab with logistics. So
Yeah, but it's like, because Francesco came into contact with the Black Shores back then.
yeah. Yeah, so if anything, the only character that will show up properly, like as in have her own character, have her own proper appearance, is Carlotta. And I do not know how joined at the hip Zani is with her. Because Zani up till very recently, Zani did not know what Carlotta looked like. So Zani's status as a recurring character is a bit concerning right now.
I mean, if it don't even have to be like the Vinicita characters, and that's all.
It's not
We literally
exactly.
have Black Shores. Just like at the very least, make Black Shores appear again. It's like our fucking home.
Yeah, Black Shores has to reappear. And I think that's what they're trying to do because of the weird Black Shores banner with Dracona of all people.
As much as there isn't any character yet I like in the Black.
Lime. Zani hasn't seen Carlotta. Okay, no. Remember in 2.0 when Carlotta
At the
was
start.
when Zani was introducing us to Alvarado Bank.
We don't know yet.
And when Carlotta was right there next to her, picking out masks, and Zani did not recognize her. The only time Zani actually knew what Miss Carlotta looked like. No, she knows that the Miss Carlotta exists. That's her employer. The issue is that Zani did not know her face until the events at Alvarado Bank.
Can I say something that
Go
is
for
a
it.
little bit of, in my opinion, a little bit of a minor plot hole, maybe? I don't know. Maybe
go
they kind
for
of
it.
forgot.
Zani forgot.
Zani recognized her
Zani just
at the
forgot
Alvarado
what
Bank.
Carlotta looked like.
But Zani, if I remember correct, it's been a while, so I might be misremembering.
Okay, but Carlotta's like
feel
super
like
short.
Zani
How do you
did recognize her?
Okay, but Zani is like the Montelli family's ace employee. She would not forget She remembered the Montelli booklet more than the Bible. There's no way she forgot what Carlotta looked like.
Which is weird because if I recall correctly, she did recognize her when she came down with Sentinel. With the not the Sentinel. Yeah, is it the Sentinel? The free ice Sentinel. The
She
gargoyle,
should,
whatever.
yeah,
the fuck.
she should just know. I'm pretty sure, like, just like the specific moment when Carlotta showed up, she was just like told not to.
Yeah,
give
either
away
that
they
or
didn't
like,
know each other, because otherwise it doesn't.
because that doesn't
like,
make
any
sense. Yeah,
Yeah.
Winners win.
which I don't know why, but
Now.
it's weird because I really remember that she recognized her when she lands on the Everardo
Entertain me.
stuff.
Wait, let me check actually. Because I remember, I very remember, closely remember, actor Cristoforo children.
We need lore about Black Shores. Based. We need lore about
Based.
Black Shores. Fucking speak
No,
the
we- I
truth.
thi-
That yes, I agree.
Based.
Yeah.
We needed not.
Oh yeah,
not-
okay, here.
It just we started with Black Shores, so we have to like know more at this point. It's like we can't escape it now.
Okay, here. Allow me to properly introduce myself. My name is Carlotta Montelli. Montelli, you are the second daughter of the Montelli family, yes. It was you. Oh. But, no.
I guess that she didn't really know her yet.
I,
But then after that,
This
they're
is
so fucking.
stupid. It's like
okay,
oh,
to be
man.
fair, I think...
But
Okay, I think if Carlotta told Zani to kiss her, I think if Carlotta told Zani to do anything, she'd just do it. Honestly, it's not even a matter of like, oh, they're close. No, that's her job to do it.
it's not just.
It's my head
yeah,
canon
but
now.
like
I don't care.
after. But after, like, because because Zani was selected to escort Rover.
Yeah.
Like, it's
But-
not like they gave the job to the first random, like, motherfucker.
I think
They gave the job to Zani for a reason, and because, like, she's really good at it.
Present your offerings.
And I
It's,
can't
yeah, it's
believe
just
that
impossible that she doesn't know him. Yeah.
it's kind of like
Carlotta definitely knows Zani,
On you. The moon
like, even
is
prior.
full.
Especially due to the circumstances with which Zani was employed by the Montelli. You know, the whole thing to cover her up.
wow.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
So it's like it's
Wumalore, isn't it?
Behind me.
well, kinda. This is not the kind of lore that
Yeah,
like
this-
is really.
Can we talk about lore, like for a moment, for a bit? Is
Sure,
this
sure.
even lore? Like, are we really discussing lore? Because I feel like
Oh
No,
no.
right now
we
we're
get
discussing
shit
story.
in the main fucking story. It's the story discussion. It's not lore discussion. Lore is dead ever since fucking. Well, to me personally, it's dead ever since like shorts, but like whatever.
the
Because
closest.
we 2.0
I disagree
did get
that
a lot
if
of shit. I just like don't remember it that much. It just like get progressively less and less for me personally.
Yeah, I think the most important it has been was in Prolova's quest, and that's kind of it.
It's not that I think that it's not that if it's in MSQ is not lore, but the bulk of the impactful events right now at least are all main story related. Because like for example, the whole like first part of 2.6, there is a lot of lore there in my opinion.
There is. It's
There is
just
lore about the Dark Tide, there is lore about Moorstown.
how,
Moorstown in my
how
opinion
fucking
is the
stubborn
best environmental
Trinodians are.
Murmurstown, in my opinion, is the best environmental storytelling was ever done.
Yeah.
And so I think there is a lot of lore there. But there are a couple of issues, in my opinion.
Go for it.
And those are... It doesn't feel, right now at least, except, like Galbrana, I guess, that the lore is setting up anything.
Oh yeah, it's just yeah. I think the only thing it's
Because it's
ever set up is
The lore right now is more flavor instead of
learning.
direction.
Yeah.
So we learn a little bit about the mythos around Septimont.
And Trinodians.
We learn a little bit about the heroes. We learn a little bit about. Now I was talking about 2.6 specifically, but yeah, in 2.x in general, with Trinodians, we learned about Sentinels. Because Sentinels have a fucking core data. Like that is a very artificial thing.
Yeah.
And yes, the Black Shores trailer teased that there are blueprints of Sentinels, but at the same time, it also teased Imperator. It was a unicorn. So it's not like there isn't any lore. It's more so that right now the lore feels more like flavor text.
Yeah, the lore
rather
isn't
than-
leading us anywhere.
Exactly. The lore isn't leading us in a direction, but the lore is just, adding a nice bow on top of what you have. Which, I mean,
Because it's too early, we don't know if they will use stuff like chaos later on.
Yeah, let's say
also-
we learn all this shit about Septimont, and then what does that have to do with the grand scheme of things? Once we leave Septimont, all of our knowledge is useless.
yeah, but it's also one other thing, and that is something I kind of take issue with gachas and lore and how lore is in other games, because that's where this gacha lore model came from. Because the gacha lore model came from the Souls game storytelling. But the thing is that the Souls game storytelling are telling you their story in a way, since they don't have a proper MSQ, right? Because you do follow some events, but it's not it's not the same way. It's not nearly the same way. What they do, giving you simply flavor, they add a lot of information that you would not get in any other way. Because, for example, when you learn by exploring, how was it called? How was the area called where you fight Radan? I forgot. Anyway, when you explore that place, the festival, you learn all the lore about the festival. You learn lore about Dan, and then you to learn about Malenia, and then you learn that they fought and everything. But
the Lake of Rod, Kelly, all this.
Exactly. But that isn't really relevant to the story, actually.
Yeah, it's just
That is actually really, really tangential. You don't really give a fuck about the fact that Malenia and Radan fought. You think it's cool after, because you feel like, oh my god, these two fucking an unstoppable force meets an immovable object. Shit.
Hey, moments in aura.
Well, yeah, kinda, but it's also this motherfucker that keeps going insane and dying, and this other one that keeps rotting and whatever. But it's not really even the lore in the Soul series isn't leading you anywhere.
Yeah, it's all flavor.
It's all exactly.
Yeah, basically that's all it is.
Exactly.
That's
It's all
everything.
flavor. That is what lore is.
That's
It's
all
world building,
That's all that
essentially.
Septimont has.
It's world building essentially.
Yeah, and the world building is
When you learn about
to give Septimont credit, the world building is delicious. It's
the
just
issue is that gachas have such a larger scope than a Souls game. Because the Souls game isn't telling you the history about the whole world. You don't give a fuck about the whole world. You give a fuck about the festival. You don't know the entire history of how Radan came to be Radan.
You just know that
You
he's
know
there.
that-
You just know he's there.
Well, you just know Radan. You don't know who the fuck was before Radan. Who the fuck gives a shit? I'm not fighting his predecessor. I'm fighting Radan. You get what I mean. So,
Yeah, I get you what you mean.
But other games have done this, I will give you clues and shit about the story, in my lore, which it did out like content creators for theory crafting, but it's not really like in my opinion at least, it's not really good storytelling. It's just obscure for no good reason. Like even here, this pure dark tide frequency, right? This is lore. This is actually lore. This item description is lore. Pure and silent, this frequency has lumbered long enough to leave no ripples. As the firstborn of the dark tide, this is already like important. The firstborn of the dark tide. So there was shit before Cartathea, and this shit was here before Cartathea was even a plan. Because the dark tide was long before like Leviathan Imperator.
Yeah.
Actually, like, if you remember, Leviathan had to roll out the Dark Tide earlier.
Yeah, because Imperator is getting too close.
It found, yeah, exactly. It was like, oh shit, fuck. Imperator found out that I'm getting the Dark Tide ready. I gotta move things up. So there is a lot of flavor. What right now the issue is, in my opinion, and the reason why this feels is one, because it's not leading anywhere. It's just flavor around Septimont. And the second part is that it's a lot scaled back compared to the original lore that we were getting with Black Shores and Wulong. That was a little bit more broad, a little bit more, if you will, cosmology, which is the same stuff that we got with the last movie in Dream Deep with D. And that's why D is the last movie is such insanely good.
Yeah,
it's
I
so
love
insanely
that.
good.
Because
it gives you all this context to another civilization and all that. Oh, fuck, finally, we're talking about past civilizations.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, the reality is just that, like, what it failed in is the scope, not really the contents itself, if you will. At least this is my perspective on the matter.
Yeah.
Okay,
honestly,
can
from
I
the
say-
other perspective, yeah. Go on, Trev.
Okay.
No,
So what I
I'm done.
think,
So-
what I think is like a major issue is like it's like in the scope of the foreshadowing that Kuro essentially does. So what we so in Visita, so we know that there are a lot of foreshadowing, right? But like the scope of the foreshadowing is like very limited because like in 2.6 you get foreshadowing that Angel is Garena, and in the 2.7 trailer and the two different analysis trailer you kinda get a foreshadowing to what the boss of 2.7 will be. And the problem is like Kuro in their interviews they say a lot of these things about even the idle animations of characters are foreshadowing for their future development, and like everything is foreshadowing, and like it's basically like just Chekhov's gun. And like after 1.3 you get a massive foreshadowing from the K626 document that event A, event O, and all that stuff of the previous civilization, and then foreshadowing from Dreaming Deep. But the foreshadowing done in the actual main story of Visita just doesn't feel like it holds up compared to like all the other foreshadowing stuff. Because like when there is like good foreshadowing that goes further than just the next pass or the next pass of the next, like you will like be able to like make theories about the future story of that goes on for like a really long time, and it keeps you excited and like anticipating for what will happen next, like after this arc, instead of like only seeing what happens at the very next pass. So I think that's like a major issue of Visita right now. Like the degree of foreshadowing they do for the main story of Visita doesn't hold up to the degree of the foreshadowing they do for the previous main story, like in 1.x and essentially even Dreaming Deep. It's basically another fancy way of saying like of saying what you already said, that it needs to lead somewhere.
Yeah.
Like the stuff we know in Universitat still lives somewhere, but like that somewhere is like just like literally the fucking next pass.
Yeah, nothing with very not okay, not nothing. Very little of what we've found out is relevant to the distant future, right? Is what you mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like it's all like immediately.
Kinda, yeah, it's like imposting territory to me personally because like it is kind of early to say.
Yeah, it's a bit
like,
early to
be
say. But,
honest.
yeah, but the
It's
concern
like,
is
it's not
the concern is there. I guess.
I wanted to say like on the lore part because I feel like me and Trap have like a bit different definitions of the lore. The frequencies they just went away from the screen.
I'll bring
If
it
you if you read it like carefully and then you remember what the fuck did you hear when you got the frequency. To be honest, this is literally just like a very flowery language of telling the same shit that the storyteller told us. Like to me personally, because pretty much everything about it was set in the main story after we got the frequency. So you don't even need to read the stuff that's set there. And it's like it's the problem with a lot of it's a problem with a lot of items in the story that you get. Not particularly well, not only story, but whatever. So to me personally, the way I see like these flavor text and shit, you talked about like the Souls games. Let's like stay, I guess, on Elden Ring because it's like the most popular example, I guess. Motherfuckers don't tell you shit in Elden Ring. You go to fucking Gideon in the fucking roundhouse, and you're like, so this roundhouse, what is this? Oh, Ashen One, roundhouse is good. You're the Ashen One. You need to find the Elden Ring. Okay, but what is like Elden Ring? What's this? It's
Shut
like,
the fuck up and go find the Elden Ring.
yeah. It's ring, but old. Go find it. It's like, okay, so the lore is practically your only way to learn the world. Like practically, like some NPCs give you some talk about it, but it's like it's so miserable compared to like to items descriptions, to weapon descriptions and shit, to the environmental storytelling. Although Elden Ring is not like very good at it, but like whatever. But here we have a narrative. So we get these items, and these items are like describing the narrative instead of like doing the world building, which is me personally like the main problem. Like this fucking dark tide frequency is like it's useless, to be honest. And if you look into the commemorative like items that we get after each quest, they are not really useful either. They're like just you did this thing. It's
So,
like it's whatever. So we like
kind of agree. What I want to ask you though is, for example, right? How would you do differently that pure frequency of the dark tide description? Like, what would you put instead? Considering that what we got in the quest.
Yeah, let me see. Like, I'll just read it again.
Keep up.
Because, like, I agree in concept with what you're saying. Like, the reason it works really well in Souls games is because that's the only other context of the story that you will get. The rest is like cryptic dialogue that will tell you, oh yes, Ashen One. Yes, Tarnished. You have to go there.
I guess like okay, exactly. One of the pitches you can go. I'm pretty sure there are like a lot of ways you can go about it to like make it work. For example, this particular dark frequency, just put the fucking date on it. Like not specific like to the dot, but like say it's like it's around like I don't know 10 years ago. It's 15 years ago. It's like it happened during this particular event or something.
Because
like
this is talking
so
about this frequency.
It's talking about it's the frequency is when the angel clashed with the dark tide. So we can guess when it barely happened, but like if you actually put the date here, like to a year, like some I don't know some array of time, like I don't know 10 to 20 years. You don't have to like do this fucking I don't know backflips to actually figure out dates, and maybe like this is one of the ways that you can use the actual story item that there's a lot of stuff. Okay, but like for example, there's also like the Under Sangus plateaus you get from the side quest, information like the corrupt side quest that there's actually like ruins of civilizations. It's actually even named, but I don't recall the name right now. You get information about it under Sanguis. There's like a quest. I don't think it has an item. It's just a quest. You have to like do it. I don't know if there is. Yeah, you just do it and like you get the information from the crabs, like the crab lord or whatever. At first they say like they basically tell you there's like an island.
Yeah, it's a
in
crab.
The water, and
It's
it looks
a
like
crab.
a crab. Yeah. And like at first they say it's Rover is like, oh, they are like full of shit and all, but like at the end, instead of like it being full of shit, you actually hear some whispers from the deep, and it says that there's actually like a civilization underneath the Sanguis that existed at certain point of time. Maybe you can like, since it's dark tide frequency, maybe you can like pull some information from it here, because it's this same kind of idea of the same dark tide as an example. So there's a lot of stuff you can do actually. Yeah.
No, I agree. Like I agree with this.
I think this is like you, and also you don't have to do it like for everything. Of course, you can make a flowery language for a commemorative item about, I don't know, you completing Yuno's quest. You don't have to put lore in Yuno's bracelet or whatever. It's like it's not important, but like still, at least sometimes, you have to like go around the place and do mini challenges with these crabs. So it's like all around the plateaus, around the coast.
Yeah, no, I agree with this. Like, you have to give information that isn't like repeated. You have to give extra information in these items. With that, I absolutely agree. Like when I asked you that wasn't like to have a gotcha or something. Was to, I was honest. Like
I have my position figured out. I just had to think about the particular item, I guess. Yeah.
Because like
exactly,
I feel like we actually like kind of do agree on what is and what isn't lore, but maybe we don't agree with the implementation necessarily.
I just don't feel like if it's talked about in the main quest, I just don't find it lore personally. I just feel like for lore you have to find out. It's just like me personally. Like reading the description of the item is finding out, because 99% of the people just doesn't do it. It just they don't open it.
I get it. It's kind of like the point of why the soul storytelling works, because like everything is like
exactly.
everything is like that.
Exactly. Yeah.
I don't think gacha in gachas works as well as it does there, because again the story has a lot more exposition by virtue of being this kind of game. Can you do it like more like the Soul series? Yes, you can, but it's not as straightforward as it is with doing it with a finished game where you have a finished and set world. You don't have to keep expanding anything and so on and so forth. You know what?
Yeah.
But I do agree that it would definitely be nice, for example, if the Piece of the Dark Tide had a date, or maybe had if you want to go with a flowery description, you could go with something that teases Galbrana even more. You could go with something that points to Galbrana, maybe.
Because
something
it's not
about
like extremely. Yeah, it's not extremely clear that it is Angel. It's like if you, I guess I don't know, if you like in skills, like actually like foresee it, which is a lot of people do. It would be nice to actually like have something here that, you know, describes your color of hair, you know, like, or like eyes or whatever. You get me basically, yeah.
Yeah, or maybe something that this frequency is particularly ferocious, or this frequency is particularly messy, or aggressive, or something. But something that gives you more of an emotional description in a way, if you will. You can go about it in a lot of ways, and for example, Souls games do both. They do technical descriptions and they do emotional descriptions.
Yeah.
And obviously, not every fucking item and piece of lore will be the same. Like, the fucking Solaire armor isn't the same as Baldur's side sword. That this is like the preferred weapon of choice of Baldur. That's it. That's the thing.
That's the rant. That's the rant.
You know?
I feel like maybe it's like maybe it's crazy to say. WoW fucking sucks at like actual world storytelling. I forgot the term for it.
Environmental?
Like the actual environmental storytelling. In my opinion, just sucks, to be honest. I don't know. I find that the most of the places not tell much.
I'll be honest, I think that... Oh yeah. Oh, sorry. I got distracted. I feel like probably, again, Murmur's Town, in my opinion, is the best storytelling WoW has done. Which doesn't mean it's perfect.
I agree,
Yeah.
Which does not mean it's perfect. But it's probably their best attempt so far. I think in general, Septimont has shown improvement under the environmental storytelling aspect. The issue, in my opinion, with it is like a little bit, and while I absolutely love flying, I feel like the convenience kind of
Kills it, yeah.
detracted a little bit from it.
Yeah.
Because I think
not a little
that
even, yeah.
Septimont has a lot to tell visually. Like the city itself.
Yeah,
and like
if you
the area.
If you take the time to look at Septimont, it's very good.
It's very good. The architecture is very good. And the architecture shows in different ways in different other places.
Yeah.
The way it's set up with on the island kind of tells you something. Like there is a lot that is in a way shown throughout the environments that doesn't really come across because of the convenience of flying,
flying all over the place.
and exactly, yes, you're flying, teleporting, etc., which is another thing that the Souls games don't do, and which benefits that storytelling.
Yeah.
You can't really teleport anywhere from second one.
I mean, that's why we won't get to fly in 3.x anymore.
We'll have something else shortly.
We'll have something else to like speed it up. What?
Yeah, I hope it's like slow as fuck, or it's like predetermined path for it. Like I don't know, like fucking trains or something. No, I have no clue. But like flying just isn't it. To be honest, like for these types of games, I just feel like flying should be reserved for like intentionally boring or intentionally. I don't know how to put it.
It can be
mundane,
empty spaces. So basically, like if we get like low stratosphere region, which is like I don't know, floating islands and shit, then if we float between islands, it's fine. It's actually preferred to have it. But like if there's a land with the supposed rich history, I just don't find flying like exciting. I want to fucking explore the land. And the issue is like you can of course explain it on the foot. I did it. Actually, just go around running around in Raguna. It's fucking sucks to me personally. It's not made for that. Sadly.
It's not designed for walking.
Yeah, it's not made for this. The environmental storytelling doesn't hit because it's made for flying and to look at big stuff, which is cool, of course. I don't want to discredit them there. Septimont is fucking massive. It's like the picture of Septimont alone, the city of this fucking the current front lines of the Dark Tide is just amazing. But like, I also kind of want the small details,
Yeah, I get what you mean.
I think we can expect more of that. I think you can expect more of it later in 3.0 when they get rid of flying.
But I think so as well, and I think so simply because of how Septimont has been, and from Septimont on, the Hunters Camp, Murmur's Town, and all that jazz is a lot more suggestive and immersive, and it gives you a lot more story just by existing in the area.
Yeah.
It shows you a lot like how people live and how they are. And how they
you
move
learn a
and
lot about
talk.
Septimon's culture, basically.
Yes, exactly. Which I think is something they are doing because they did recognize it, and they did recognize Draguna. Because I remember them saying, like, Rinashita feels a little jointed, but I don't think it was about Rinashita, because, like, Draguna and, Septimon and the Sanguis, I feel like they do feel pretty jointed, not disjointed.
Relative to how Renuncitas felt, because to their admittance, I think they realized that Renuncita, the Raguna Island, felt a bit like scattered. Septimont, in comparison, feels a lot more cohesive.
Yes, cohesive. That was the word.
Yeah, that's the word. That's the word.
In Sanguis, I just feel like when you're in Sanguis Plateau specifically, I don't feel this too strongly about Septimont itself. But in Sanguis, I just feel like the shit that you see like in the environment, it actually matters, because like you go to the lower parts, you actually see the dark tide, which is like extremely cool.
This hell. Yeah.
You actually can. You can visualize it. You have Murmur's Town. You see fucking the tidal blight in actual effect, and not just like, oh, look, big stone.
Yeah, also, like, as stupid as it is, the fact that if you go into the dark tide, you die slowly, but you die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a detail,
So
it's a good detail.
Yeah, you can tell, like, if
helps
Rover
a
is
lot.
dying, oh my god, no one's surviving this shit.
The Earth and Rage, the Tetragon Temple, it's like amazing in my opinion. And when you go to, I don't know, even in Septimont itself, I feel like you just go to a location, there's like mushrooms growing when you come close, and
When
it's
you
like,
walk, yes.
okay,
It's reactive.
it's creepy, it's reactive,
Yes.
but why the fuck is it here? Like, it has no good explanation because it's never mentioned properly in the lore and stuff. It's like it's just here.
I think. Wait, no, I think it is. It is mentioned why those are there.
Pretty sure it's not, but you can correct me. I'm like,
If I recall correctly, during the Dark Tide, those areas were enveloped by the Dark Tide, which is why they remained like that right now.
yeah, but why mushrooms of soul stuff, like specific
Because
vegetation?
because those aren't really mushrooms. Those are like more like corals and anemones.
Maybe corals, but like the
And well,
pretty yeah.
I think it's like they kind of look like mushroom formations. Anemone kind of can look like that if you can imagine them on the land.
Actually, you don't need to skip this. I'm just telling you. I'm pretty sure like, I have it locked, but like still. don't skip
I'm reading it
Just,
myself.
like,
I'm reading myself. Don't worry.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Like they're kind of like these things when they pop open. Oh wait, I post a picture. Yeah, but they're gray.
It is shit, but like we don't have actual ties to it in the to me personally at least, it doesn't like tie perfectly anyway, because we don't have mention of this vegetation or whatever it is. I don't know. And it's like to me personally, it felt in this sort of way. Oh, like the fucking shit that are ancient doing right now. The fucking crabs. What the fuck are crabs doing here? It's like as well. It's like they are all around Rinascita, not just Septimont. It's like why are they here as well? It's like. It looks cool.
Oh yeah, this crab god thing is weird.
It serves no purpose, basically. It's like my problem. And in Sanguis, I'm really like struggling to find something that doesn't serve purpose. I feel like most of the things actually like put with intention in mind, which is great. I really like the location because of it.
Yeah, no, Sanguis is like done even better. Like I feel like we see we have Raguna, the Raguna Islands, and they are the Raguna Island, and like it's not like bad itself, but it's kind of, it feels like they wanted to cram too much in it. Because like Raguna and Whisperwind Haven, perfect, fits perfectly. Then there's Nimbus Sanctum, which fits from like a lore standpoint, but from like kind of a topographical one is kind of weird. Then we have the
Olympus is so
Everard
underdeveloped,
Bank.
to be honest. Yeah.
Then we have the Everard Bank, which is cool because it is, but also, are you really telling me that every person that goes to the bank has to do all that? Well, I mean, I guess they have their fucking like, how do you say, the branch in Raguna, but there are like that is only the vault, I guess, which kind of makes sense, but it also feels weird a little bit because it has the different filter and all of that, and then there's like the penitent thing, which why is everyone going there by boat if you can reach it by foot? Do you know what I mean? Like, there are a couple of things that can leave you puzzled about Raguna. Then you go to Ritually Island, and Ritually Island, like, vacation, fisherman's place. It makes sense as a fisherman's place. We didn't really see a city. It's supposed to be a city-state. Really didn't
was
see
it
a city.
ever?
Unless it wasn't
I didn't.
city-state.
Was
Was it
confused as
ever?
fuck. Yeah.
Was it ever like mentioned it as a city?
We know that
Pretty sure it was mentioned like
Raguna
on
has 4
the.
cities. And for sure, we know that Lilyland, Septimont, and Raguna are city-states. And Ritually was the only other one mentioned, and it was the first time it was docks in Raguna, when they say, "Oh, we caught this fish, we brought them directly from Ritually Islands." So it does feel like it should be one of the city-states, unless there is another city-state that hasn't been mentioned, and we just don't know about it.
Honestly, that's what we know.
Another thing is that
yeah.
we don't know all the city-states because they have been mentioned in story or in texts, or in flavor text, except like, you know, random NPC dialogue that you most likely not gonna come across.
Yeah, like unless you were talking to every single NPC, you wouldn't know that Lilyland exists.
Exactly. And it's supposed to be like, even one thing I do agree, for example, is that Septimont is not like a random fucking in bumfuck nowhere. It's a pretty big damn city-state. Then, like, compare Raguna, the city, to Septimont, the city. Also, militarily, they feel like they are a lot very important in the region.
They also feel a lot more competent than whatever the hell the order is.
So, like, it feels weird that there is no like, and there are sort of tensions because the order always wants to like kind of like infiltrate there because of, like, you know, Leviathan and shit. But like that was basically the front line of the Sentinel by not believing in the Sentinel. No one gonna mention them.
Man.
So
I feel like a problem with Laguna is like, I think my speculation is like, with how big the Laguna map is, the Laguna story arc was supposed to be longer, but for some reason they just decided to end it with 2.0 and 2.2 and then jump straight to Septimont, because there are a lot of things that they built and hinted but didn't touch on or
Honestly,
expanded in Laguna.
Yeah, because what the hell happened here? Okay, the dragon, the Montelli vault, like, opening up his wings is cool, but what the hell was all that about? And then there's all this.
true.
Yeah, everyone forgot about this place, and I'm pretty sure Kuro did as well. Because
The wings open.
Yeah, a lot of the places. This place, this is the most potential. It had the most potential for, and nothing happened. What the fuck?
I also want to say, like, I understand, like, this is like supposed to be like post-apocalyptic shit or whatever. I'm so fucking mad that highways are actually destroyed, like the Mantelli highways that go from the bank and shit. It's just it's just so disappointing. This is supposed to be like pretty normal place.
Relatively
well, at
normal,
least
yeah.
I guess relatively normal. But like,
No one
Come on.
won't tell you to invest in private funding for highways. Ooh.
Yeah, because like a really big issue with the Laguna map in 2.0 is like the two biggest offender is the August High Court and
Shores of Last Breath.
Penitent Answer.
Oh
Yeah.
those are like out of nowhere.
Yeah, this place,
Yeah,
Like,
because
this
like,
place is just beyond empty at this point.
yeah, because like you get a whole fucking exploration quest, but at the shores of that quest, but like after doing that quest, you still don't know what the fuck happened, and they never touch on it again.
And then the Oak Heart High Court lore is just the most important thing that came out of this damn place is the Fleur de Lis, banner.
Symbol.
Yeah, and then everything else regarding Lifer just it's just there.
Yeah, even that. Like
Yeah.
it's a dead end, basically.
Yeah, we spent
and
so
we
much
also know
we
that-
spent so much time just poring over that thing just to find out it leads nowhere. Fucking hell, okay.
Yeah, and we also saw like phantoms in Old High Court, like talking about like there is a story about like a guy being poisoned and like some kind of wine being made from wisdom berry, but it also went nowhere.
Yeah, the oh my god. Okay,
And
this
like okay.
I've realized like we spent the last hour just complaining about Ua.
I mean because there's inherently not much to discuss about 2.7 because
Yeah, because it's not fucking there yet. It really this I hate to say it, but could it be that Ren sees as just a potential region for Ua?
No, I don't think so.
No.
Like if I'm gonna be honest, I really loved the
Oh
part
yeah,
one.
yeah.
I really loved part one. I think Augusta is an amazing character.
Oh yeah. Of course.
And even Yuno is a good character, although I did like part two a little bit less.
I probably like Septimont. I like Septimont a lot more than Reguna. Mostly because it just feels like the whole place is a lot more well put together. Give me a second.
Septimont feel. Yeah, okay.
I mean, just continue.
Yeah, Septimont to me, it feels more. It feels uplifting in the right way, if you will. As in, the starting situation isn't as good. Like, it's not the starting situation that is uplifting, but it's like the ending of like 2.6 part 1 makes you feel good, and the ending of like 2.4 made you feel good, if that makes sense. It did the pays off, in my opinion. The character, I really like the character. Like, Lupa was amazing, and Augusta was really good, and Yuno is really good. So there is a lot to like. But obviously, like, recency bias, that's why we are talking about 2.7 and what 2.7 has to do to actually pick the landing. It's not like there is nothing really wrong right now, if you will, like, except the things that we're talking about. But it's not like those issues make the story worse automatically, if you will. The story is still what it is. It's like it's a decent story. It just has some shortcomings, which is normal. It's fine. Like, every story has them.
I just feel like the most of like the shit that we just like listed, and I don't know, I guess in the last hour or whatever. That's just like writings on the wall that maybe we just spotted earlier than other people. It's not the issue that they are here right now, because let's be honest, nobody expects story to be spectacular in a gacha game anyway. Like at the start, it's normal. Most of the stories need like actual build up, and this is what we're doing now. The problem is that if they continue with whatever they're doing right now, then we will have like problems, actual problems in the story. But like right now, it's like okay,
Nice,
it's
yeah.
whatever.
And again, like the thing is, honestly, as a second chapter, it's not really even bad. Like it's not doing
It's
too
not bad, no.
Absolutely,
like,
it's actually, if anything, it's actually pretty good. I feel like Cartetia's story
Yeah.
was pretty good overall, and like the Septimon arc right now is pretty good overall. There are some things, some hiccups that can become issues, and it's good to be aware of those. And for some people, are causing some frustrations. And again, even that, it's good to be aware of those. But like,
just like I guess just people mistake it like for actually hating on the game, and that the whole thing is now devalued for some reason because there are like things to complain about. It's like it's not. Not a single story is made perfect, sadly.
no,
It's just
exactly.
what it is. If you because like the gacha like model and the live service model conditions us to like put all this shit under the microscope. If you
Yes.
start to dissect a lot of the stories like we're doing right now, there is a lot of shit you can actually like spot like this wasn't the best, this
Oh.
wasn't like it's normal, yeah.
A lot of the best, not the best, but the most loved stories of like everywhere are all full of issues. Because like,
Yeah.
even that, they're written by one person most of the time. Like, dude,
Alright, I'm back.
you're
What did I
never gonna
miss?
keep track of everything.
What did I miss?
Basically, like, we were saying that even if we like, yes, we complained about a lot of potential issues, but it's not like those make the story bad. The story isn't bad. Actually, as a second chapter, because like we also have to remember, second
Chapters and
chapter.
gachas are never good. I mean,
and it's honestly a really good chapter.
yeah,
I
all
think
things
that
considered, it's decent.
The Nashta arc
Yeah,
is pretty good.
yeah.
It's pretty good. I liked it. And honestly, I feel like alfxi was saying, we dissect a lot. And if you apply the same degree of like microscope to a lot of stories, you would find a lot of issues,
Yeah.
a lot of little issues that add up onto something that maybe you're like, oh shit, this was actually, fuck, I remember it being like, being so emotionally paying off, having such a big emotional payoff, but like, fuck, dude, like, this was a thing. So it's like, this doesn't mean that story isn't satisfying or isn't good. It just means that these things are here, and it's good to be aware of them. Go on, alfxi. I don't want to interrupt.
Yeah, I just want to say like the story part. NoL like yesterday or whatever it was just said like he watched the Cyberpunk anime, the Edge Runners,
Oh yeah,
and it's like it's by no means like a perfect anime. It's
Oh
not.
yeah.
The pacing is fucking abysmal.
Oh yeah.
in the
Yeah.
anime.
Okay. Yeah.
Like the
It's-
animation at some point did drop. There's like the
Okay, that's just.
plot
I
holes
can't tell
all
if the
around
animation actually dropped or it's because that's Trigger. Because Trigger just does that sometimes.
Yeah, but like
it's also the
so,
story.
like,
It's a very easy story to like
Yeah.
connect to.
Yeah. It's
So
very,
yeah.
it feels good because you connect with the story, and that's honestly, that's what stories are for. Okay, stories aren't there just to be the perfect logical causal chain that leads you to a destination.
yeah.
Yeah.
Those are instructions,
Like,
not
yeah.
stories.
Like to be completely honest, like about the whole reeling back into war, the whole story stuff. Let's be pessimistic like as fuck and just say Kuro ain't improving shit. Like whatever the fuck we just got, it will be like this, and it's probably at the current projection, it will get like worse as the like time goes by. Like we still get no characters introduced, like the older characters in the new quest and stuff. The world building fucking minuscule as shit compared to what Black Shores was in stuff. we are not going to quit the game because of it. It's like
Obviously not.
it's a shit story. It can be like the guilty pleasure at this point because like maybe the story is not good. It's presented extremely well because right now they're fucking killing with presentation. The cutscenes are like amazing. The sequences, like the action sequences and stuff, are amazing. The shots, the implementation, with hand holding and with QTE stuff and all that. It's amazing. So you can just like not get a really good story, sure, but you get an amazing presentation. So it's like just you just watching like I don't know an average movie, like whatever.
Yeah.
It's good. It's still good. It's just that at this point, I would also want like a really good story as well. It would be like kind of a shame to like miss out on everything of this. But like if it is like this, okay, it's okay. We'll just probably reel back a bit. Stop dissecting shit so much because it just actively hurts our like enjoyment of the game, and just like, enjoy it like a movie, like whatever. Like fucking Nicholas Light just like goes in once I don't know, once 2 months. Fucking it's so leveling. It's fucking pig, robot pig. Wife collected, and that's it. It's like it's cool. You can enjoy the story like this as well. It's like whatever you want, man.
Yeah. Well.
Stay behind me.
I think the Woo being
Right, that's
mainstream,
distracting.
the writer hold back a lot more,
No.
hence more things to dissect. Okay, so the correct point, I feel like everybody can like feel it if they dissect the story.
Honestly,
Horror writers do hold back a lot. They
Yeah.
do hold back a lot. Like a lot of stuff. We talked about it a bit. Like there's a style of world building. There's like the architect style where you create the world first and then you just drop your characters into the world and see what happens. It's one way, and that was supposed way of the Pura. But sadly, the story rewrite happened. So now we're at the gardening stage where shit just like pops up as we go. So yes, they specifically did not mention like the last date that we got. I'm pretty sure was in 1.1 maybe. It's like the last date that we got in the game at all. Not a single date after that was like mentioned properly. We just got like the relative something, like that 700 years ago the arena in the Septimont was made or like whatever. We don't get information about other countries specifically. Like there was no mentions of New Federation. There was no mention of like other stuff and whatever. We just like know very vague shit like, oh, there's like a nation at the edge of the ocean that has merchants that trade even your life or like whatever. It's like, what the fuck? What will we do with this information? They are specifically extremely vague about shit because they're like at the point where they don't want to like overpromise, overset stuff properly before they can properly do it. Like, so yes, they are like they are holding back a lot, which is, if you notice it, like to me personally, I don't like to talk about it, but it's honestly pissing me off like a lot because I notice this constantly, and it's like. Fuck! Can you just like log the fucking like properly introduce something? I guess. Oh, holy shit! This motherfucker just found a Sonan's casket in a Holong. Holy tourist!
please keep talking. I'm listening.
Okay, but like, how do we feel about like having actual stories in events? That's not like the fucking
Honestly,
main
if they make the stories permanent, does it really matter if it's important or not?
No, I mean like for each part, we have a 50-50 chance of getting an event with an actual fucking story, like Dreaming Deep. Or most of the time, events just don't have a consequential story at all. And yeah, because like in all the gacha games, you basically like there are a lot of events that last for 2 weeks that has its own story where you like escape the point of view of the
Me
main
when
character.
Me when I'm at
and basically
FGO
one
summer
side story.
event. Me when I'm at FGO summer event.
Like,
Or, like,
basically like
comment,
yeah,
about
like
more,
have
I mean.
side stories that where like for example like when Villain City is happening, like there will be a somewhat like a side story event that will like where you enter the POV of like Sanhua or Jinshi, and like you will like tell the story of how like Scar fucking break out of prison or like whatever to make the like war more less static.
That would be cool.
But I know that like that is like cost a lot more resource, and that they would rather focus on making the main story like now. So that's going to be a
Yeah.
problem.
The thing with those kind of stories, and I think of kind of get what you mean, is like, you know, the thing that, for example, PTN does or Arc Knights does, where you kind of put the main story on pause, and we start to see what's going on, right? What's going on around us.
Yeah, but like War cannot afford to put the main story on pause, so they will have to basically
Exactly.
do
That's
both
what I
at
mean.
the
That's
same
what I
time.
think.
So if
That's
we
what I
get
think.
a side story event, they would feel like very low budget because they won't get the same resource and voicing and like cutscenes and all that stuff like the same as the main story. So that's
Yeah, exactly.
like
That's kind of the issue, in my opinion.
yeah, but at
I mean,
at the
like,
same time, if
yeah.
they never do it, then it's very hard to make the world feel less static.
Not exactly. Like, okay, so the thing that they can do, first of all, maybe let's chill out on making like, I don't know, fucking 10 nations in the future, and maybe create a certain specific amount, like say 5. So like Huanglong, Renacita, New Federation, because we have established it in like, I don't know, two other places, whatever you want. Like maybe like, I don't know, one desert area in one fucking mountains frozen area or whatever you want to call it. And that's it. And use the events that were currently like, I don't know, which are currently fucking useless. You can use events to represent what's happening right now during the story, but like in other parts of the
Oh, kind of like how
world. So you can.
I remember
It's
that.
like it works. It just works.
Like
Basically,
while
it's
Rover,
like it's this
like
shit.
while Rover is canonically in Rencita, like other shit is happening. There's an event in
You can,
in
yeah,
Jinjo,
you
right?
can, you are not necessarily. You can like make it that the specific event happened after the story that the rover currently went in, because rover canonically can just be like everywhere they fucking want. They teleport and shit. It's like it's not a problem. Yes, you can make it like from the perspective for other characters. Actually, I feel like the segue stuff.
Yeah, I think that's what they're doing
know
because
it's like-
they said that
Yeah.
the segue stuff is specifically talking about how Scar, how Qi okay, Qi Yuan
escape, yeah.
got even
sorry,
the job to deal with Scar in the first place. So that's talking
So I
about
feel like
how
it will, yeah.
how Scar escaped. So that's probably like a bit in the past.
One day I'll find out why the fuck did they translate it to Chuyuan when
Qing
Cho Yuan. No, not Jing.
Yeah, I like, oh yeah.
Cho.
Yeah, Cho, yeah.
It's written Cho Yuan, but like we say Chu. Why? I don't get it. I mean, why the fuck did Gabriella get translated to Calbretta?
Hype moments and aura.
Yeah, I really hope like segues sounds like a amazing way to like not have rover as the main piece, because let's be honest, it's incredibly fucking hard to write a story just from the point of our character. It's just
Yeah.
just you, and if it's like very specific intention behind it, because you know like fucking the I don't know if you all watched the fucking Sopranos ending. If you know about the Sopranos ending, how it didn't. So it's like like the final episode just cuts to black and like ends abruptly because the main character, from which point of view the whole story was told, just gets killed. And it's like it immediately cuts to black and that's it. And like
That's kind of peak.
series ended. It is peak. A lot of people were like, "What the fuck?" Like, is the TV broken? What happened? But not. It's like confirmed. They said it was told from his point of view.
What movie is this? Like, I forgot the name.
Sopranos. It's like
Sopranos.
it's a series.
Never mind, I don't know
Yeah.
what it is.
So it's like, so it's like when the main character dies because he got shot in the back of his neck, like or back of his head. It just ends abruptly. This was the point. But it's
I
not
mean-
the point in Wu.
Yeah, but I mean, for example, like Wu is told mainly from the perspective of Rover, but the thing is that that's with the biggest events are happening. Obviously, like even PGR is told basically 99% from the POV of Commandant.
Yeah.
But even in PGR, we have chapters that it's in the point of view of other characters because the Commandant can't possibly fucking be there. For example, when Luna attacking the ARU, obviously the Commandant is not aiding and abetting fucking Luna stealing fucking obviously. So we see the POV of Luna. It's obvious that there are events that you have to tell with other POVs.
Yeah.
And without losing the identity of being focused around your MC, you don't need to lose that to have like every now and then. Sometimes it doesn't need to be full events. It can simply be a cutscene. Because I don't think that Rover witnessed Frena coming back to Raguna while they were busy in Septimon with the fucking Dark Tide.
Omnipotence.
I doubt that Rover was there to watch Galbrena load her gun and say we are hunting an audience. I doubt it. Like, damn, those are good damn eyes if you saw up until the fucking
omniscience.
year. Because,
Yeah.
like, you don't even need full quest. You can just have, like, cutscenes that go on during the quest. Because even then, we saw the whole perspective, the whole POV of Augusta inside the Dark Tide. Rover was fighting the Sovereign back there.
Yeah,
out there.
yeah,
Like-
like how Lupa was fighting for her life and Rover just somewhere else, right?
Rover is fighting Trenomia, his version, while Lupa is fighting Trenomia, the other version. So it's like, it's not like they haven't done it. They even did it with Gianna at some point, if I recall correctly, when Rover was like, it was the perfect occasion, because like, Rover is walking. We can cut to someone else while Rover is walking and taking in the scenery. We cut to someone else.
Yeah,
But-
they also did that with Cartathea with Lupa.
Yeah, the Cartathea and with Lupa, it's not like they only do POV of. Obviously, he's the center of the story. He's your character. He's the one that they want you to experience the story through. But not every event can be told through their eyes because they can't be everywhere at once. Obviously. So yeah, I mean, obviously they have to do stuff like this, and it's normal. Even if like we are not gonna go in cameraman MC just because we have a couple of tell from the point of view of another character. Sometimes
Yeah, I
it can
mean-
even
I mean,
like enhance your experience to. Sorry, Trev, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean they're already doing it, but what I mean is like keep the story that happens in the different characters POV and the main story completely separate. So you can grow a sub storyline at the same time as the main storyline essentially. But as we have discussed, that is like extremely intensive on resource.
Yeah,
It's a hard problem to tackle because how do you even distribute resource to grow a main storyline and sub storylines at the same time at hypothetically different regions, like growing a.
I mean,
yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we'll get to the point like alfxi were saying, where go to the region we haven't been yet, but it can be useful, for example, to before maybe we go back to a region, or maybe can like have events that spring us to go back to a region, either a long cutscene or something like that like kind of gives you some context without having like a character recount you the events, or honestly it can even be a flashback of character counts you the events. I'm actually betting that's what's gonna be with Choyuan. That is gonna be like Choyuan sitting down having a drink and telling, and then you get to play his POV.
Yeah, I think that they're going to do a similar thing for Chiuyuan
So-
Quest because they've been doing this since 2.4.
So yeah, but what I mean is simply like, obviously we need also other POVs, and you don't need to you don't need to sacrifice. They can complement each other. You don't need to have either or. They aren't mutually exclusive. You know, the story doesn't stop being being main characters focused just because sometimes you get another POV.
I think my brain's fried. I've just been saying, yeah, this is the time. Like everything you're saying everything I want to say already. It's like
I do wonder
Oh,
if
shit.
like something will
I'll
happen in the
shut the fuck up,
future
no,
where
bro.
like Rover will be incapacitated for like one fucking entire patch and we just play as a different character or different characters.
yeah, well, like it'll be nice to see like when 2.7 starts, we find out how Carlotta found out about the undersea quake, and then then we see how she rounds everyone up to do prep work to prepare for the operation, prepare for the actual Avengers thing. My God, we need a better name for it.
Roars of conquest.
Hello,
Hello.
hello.
I mean,
Hello?
Okay, I'm here.
I'm just amazed how fucking you didn't explore the world at all. There's like so many chests.
Oh come on! I thought you.
You're
I thought.
tilting
I thought you.
live.
I thought you were thinking about what I said. No, you're just amazed at how little I did.
You are tilting Alfie live.
I thought you was
I'm just
thinking.
like, I'm like fucking. I'm not even mad. I'm like impressed at this point. It's like how.
It's okay.
how
You're not
does
mad,
Rover
you're just
still have so much to explore?
I thought this guy was thinking about what I said. No, you're just amazed. I hate this.
Look at this fucking scrub didn't even explore.
Because I.
So
No, but-
how do you guys think that the chances are higher that we'll go back to Huanglong for the next story arc or go to New Federation? Because there's the segue of Chiuyuan
Yeah.
that basically kind of ties back into Huanglong. But New Federation have also been name dropped too much. But there's like
yeah, I don't know.
a really big problem with Huanglong right now is essentially Yang Yang. So because they kind of butcher Yang Yang as the game icon, so if they don't go back to Huanglong story arc soon and
We'll introduce
essentially
another.
touch another game that she's basically already cooked.
We're gonna introduce another Huanglong character who's not Yang Yang.
She's gonna be the new game icon. A better game icon with gambling and booze.
Okay, on the next location, the Huanglong is like most probably just not happening because we know for sure that Chisa is a character that releases. And Chisa is either the 3.0 character or she's the segue character into 3.0.
She's gonna be
So,
Emily.
the fact that we got Chuyan right now, but then we get like a Japanese fucking schoolgirl or whatever, the hell girl.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's not.
that doesn't point to. Yeah, that doesn't
I
point
don't.
to.
Yeah, and
I
that
also
does-
think.
Huanglong then.
I also think that they want to prep a little bit more because I'm pretty sure they. Okay, so real talk for a second.
Without a prize.
For everything we can say about like Kuro games and Kuro writers and all the mistakes they make and whatever the fuck we want,
Yeah.
they're not stupid.
Yeah, they're not stupid.
Like they are perfectly aware that 1.0 was not the best received story.
That's not a
ever.
statement.
They are perfectly aware of that. They are perfectly
They're
aware.
painfully
that
aware.
1.1, that 1.1 and 1.3 were like kind of saving graces a little bit,
Saving lives.
but by no means fixed anything. Like, I'm sure they are absolutely aware of it. So I think that we will go back to Wonlong. Honestly, I think that we will go back to Jinjo eventually.
Yeah, we need
I
to.
think we will re-explore the Jinjo characters. I think we will explore, like, maybe some of them even before with, like, for example, we can re-explore Changli with Ming Ting and so on and so forth. And we will explore the other regions. Like, now we are aware of fuck, what were they called? Like, we have Jinjo, we have Chanjo. Was it Chanjo?
Chinjo, yeah.
Chanjo?
Chinjo,
And-
yeah.
There was another one that was name dropped.
There's Mingting,
Manzhou.
Chinjo, Mingting.
Mengzhou,
Mengzhou, yeah.
So we have a few places to visit in Wolong. Obviously, we'll go there eventually at some point. Maybe they won't be as big as like the fucking as Jinjo was. I don't know, but for sure we will visit them. For sure we will visit at least thing. So I do think that they will go back there, but I think that they want to rebuild a little bit the foundation.
Yeah.
Because I know they are not satisfied.
Yeah.
Because no one is. Because no one is stupid enough to do a rewrite in 6 months and think that it will be better than the original. And Kuro is not stupid. Like, they didn't do the... Like, okay, let's get this idea out of our head that Kuro Games decided to do the rewrite because 20 people from the beta test were not happy. Okay? Like, let's get this idea out of our head. Because it's unrealistic. The amount of resource that it requires to rewrite a whole story, and the risk of it not sticking the landing like it did,
Now that's more like it.
those are already enough to not make you want to ever do that unless you feel like it's absolutely necessary. So I think we need a little bit to move away from, oh, Kuro wanted to do this, but they were obligated. If Kuro didn't want to rewrite the story, they would
wouldn't
not
be-
have rewritten
Yeah.
the story. Like, Kuro themselves weren't happy with how it came out. Otherwise, they would not have changed it.
I mean, yeah, to be fair, it wasn't good. Despite what people would say or not say, it wasn't good.
So I can agree that maybe
yeah.
the post-apocalyptic vibe was stronger. I can agree that maybe, oh my god, Crownless lost aura. I can agree that there were good things about the old story, absolutely. For example, and this I will, like, Yang overclocking was a really good thing that happened in the introduction of that story. Because it already set the stakes for what overclocking.
Yeah.
Anyway, if they change the story, it's because they wanted to, not because like 3 insults on Tieba complained, not because 20 beta testers complained. That's not why you change an entire story, because of how much. If they wanted to change the story, it's because no one liked it, not even themselves.
Yeah. People need to understand that.
So they took the loss, basically.
Yeah.
They knew it. They were perfectly conscious that it would have turned out poorly. They tried to limit the damages. And then they probably went to Rinashita to have not really a soft reboot, but kind of like a more well thought out, a little bit of world building, gives you a little bit more info about Trenodian and shit. Let's make you fight one Trenodian, because this region only has one Trenodian, one Sentinel. Really good if you establish a little bit of like bases on what a Sentinel and you don't have to deal with too many concepts at once. We deal with the Dark Tide, we deal with like kind of trying to get you to understand the scope of what these local events are a lot more capable of.
Moment, please. We're connecting to your terminal.
and then we can reopen the world, and while we kind of reestablish Jinjo and Wanlong and do it a little better, and once we have done the foundation again, we can go back there. That's why I think it's going on, because I want to kind of get away from this notion that, oh my god, Kuro bended the knee, and now
Yeah.
let's be honest.
Let's be for real.
Like that is a level of stupidity that would not, that it's incomprehensible.
If you want to like to theorycraft then the reason for the rewrite, despite first of all, the rewrite didn't happen about the main story by itself. The whole fucking lore was rewritten basically. We
Yes.
see some concepts flow from CBT into the main story eventually, but it's more like they have a guidebook that they can just use whenever they want, rather than anything else. The issue, despite the bad quests, like with Avu and shit and CBT1 and whatever we want to talk about it here, because it can be just changed. You don't have to change established lore a lot for this. It would have worked if they just if they decided maybe Jinjo that it's supposed to be the place that Rover created themselves, but now they want to fucking hate their gods for whatever reason.
If
Maybe
only
it's not
Avu was the issue, they could have just changed him to Ling Yang and kept everything.
Yeah, they could have all changed it. They might have made them like friendly and shit. It's not a problem. It's not all set in stone. They changed the fucking lore. That's fucking nuts. I feel like personally they revealed too much at the start, because basically the end of, I don't know how many acts was it, 3 acts? I don't remember. That you get in the CBT1 story revealed you a fuck ton information about Robert, like the past civilization, that the lament fucking exploded up in the sky. They came from the spaceships. There's Chue, who's like in the specific capsule of this civilization. It's like, I feel like they understood that maybe game just isn't built, like the story that they had in CBT1, it isn't just built for a few years of runtime. And
probably
therefore, so like they would have like run out of content to make actually in maybe 2-3 years, and that's it. So it's not really good for Kura in this,
without having even enough time to like prep up part 2, if you will.
Yeah, exactly. And it's not good for players either, because at this point you get undercooked story in 3 years when you could have gotten like a lot better one in like 6, let's say, or whatever. So I feel like this is like the main thing. So of course there are still like problems, because since they created the CBT1 story, whatever they created after it doesn't necessarily taught them a lot of lessons. So maybe the fucking trauma dumping of Yan Yan in the first act wasn't like warranted. Let's be honest. Yeah, but they are like extremely more careful about it now, which is at least good to see, I guess. So we will get the cosmology stuff and all this, but like maybe we will be actually prepared for it, like, because at the point of CBT1, me personally, it almost felt artificial. Like, oh look,
the payoff was too
everything
early
is fucking
compared to
everything is fucking dead, and it's all awful. And it's like, okay, you dropped in this world and like you adapt quickly, so it's like we would have moved from the destroyed metropolis that was beyond, that was like around Jinjo or whatever, and we get to the next location, which is Black Shores. Okay, Black Shores conceptually is cool. It's really hard to top Black Shores conceptually, like, as a place. Then what? It's this apocalyptic world, but like, what else? You're destroying another city, or like, what are you doing? So yeah, it's like, to me personally, at least, I don't see a lot of longevity in the project the way they had it. So they had to rewrite basically everything. So it's,
Exactly, because it's also that, like, it's not just that they changed that the characters were not nice enough, because it offended the delicate sensibilities of the Tieba player base. That's not what happened. They rewrote everything.
You think they should redo 1.0?
They already did adjustments to it, but I think at this point you just run with it.
I think at this point you just have to live with it. Live with the idea that it exists, it's there.
It
They
would
can
be
maybe
nice if
do
they did
small
it,
It
but
would
like,
be nice if they could
yeah.
restructure it a bit, but yeah.
We need to understand like the thing, because one of the points of the anniversary, like points of contention with players, is that Kura are just like for some reason decided that they want to pander to newer players more than the older ones, which was like, it's fucking bad if you do this as a developer of a live service game. You really want to cherish your old players instead of like chasing the new ones. So you have to understand, like, to redo the 1.0, it would
It's resource.
practically, it would practically make two current patches fucking ass.
Yeah.
Like, no way about it.
And as we learn
And like,
from,
I don't think people will like it too much if they're like.
If they can, they
nobody
can do
will-
it
is going to be-
later. But they need more
They can do
manpower
later.
for that.
Yeah, maybe they're doing it right now, but like in portions, so they will
Yeah.
come out with it in like, I don't know, 3.5.
Which I mean, they are, because they changed cutscenes and some stuff. So they are readjusting that
yeah,
stuff.
they redid all of Yang Yang's lines.
Yeah, but the
But
problem is
obviously
like to do something significant, like basically edit the quest and like make it into like.
Oh, yeah, they also
edit
made like
what I mean.
Rover's eyes glow up when they absorbed Tronos for the first time.
Yeah.
But we're talking about like essentially a rewrite that somehow doesn't conflict with the current story. That's going to take extremely long, or like really nearly impossible, because you still have
think
to
there-
focus on the newer quests.
Yeah,
It's not
they
like
can.
It needs a rewrite though. It's like they just need to
Adjustments.
readjust stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not. It's rewrite isn't like needed here. It's good. As it is, it's good. Like, despite what people say, 1.0 was still a pretty good story. Like, if you make the voice work better at this point,
It's
and,
decent.
like, I don't know, it's decent. Yeah,
It's
like, just change
serviceable,
some
and
stuff.
honestly, for a rewrite written in 6 months, it's actually pretty decent. It's actually pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
It's
For
alright.
a rewrite in 6 months? No. Oh, actually, I want to set the standard. For a rewrite in 6 months, it's good. It's not just decent. It's good. For something that is written in 6 months, in a rush, and everything. That's actually really good. Now, is it good overall? No, but you take your losses. Like, basically, Kuro found themselves into this situation. Okay, we have this lore. Everyone fucking hates it. No one likes it, and probably it doesn't really work that well. And we are really close to release. So you have to pick your fights. So they went, do we kind of sacrifice 1.x? We try to do it the best we can, and then we move on into the and parallel we start already developing 2.0, or we stick with this idea and everyone already hates it, and we decide what happens after. Honestly, they pick their fight. Does everyone agree that their choice was the correct one? Well, clearly no. I personally think that their choice was the correct one, because it showed two things. One is that they are willing to listen to feedback and take it to heart. And the other one is that despite everything, they actually kind of made it work. Okay, listen, take what you can.
Yeah, all things considered, it stayed a lot more intact than expected.
Exactly, that's what I mean. Like,
I feel
It
like
could have
what
been
they,
like this-
what they can do like 3 to 4 years down the line is like they try to secretly change the presentation of the acts that people like complain a lot about, like Scar yapping too much in Act 4, and like stuff like that, like improve the presentation and pacing without like rewriting the entire thing is possible. But like we just never know that if they're actually secretly doing it behind the scene, because if they are, it's going to take like really fucking long, and if they aren't, it's not like we know either. So it's just a open question that doesn't really have an answer.
Yeah, basically.
Like they might be doing it or they might not be doing it, and if they are doing it, then we won't see the results in like at least like 2 to 3 fucking years because
Yeah.
it's not that easy.
Oh no, absolutely, but like I think that's fine. Again, I think we should be more worried about like going forward rather than
Constantly looking at the past all the time.
look. Yeah, exactly. Like
Yeah, because like essentially like logically speaking, like even if it's nice if they fix the presentation and the pacing of the 1.0 story, it isn't like very high priority. Like in contrary, like the priority is like pretty fucking low compared to making sure the future and current story like is as good as possible.
mhm. So I think overall, like it's really
Future.
like the situation isn't grim. It's fine to like obviously think about things and not get like, you know, still criticize the things you have issues with.
Yeah, but I think also another thing like I'm not too optimistic about them thinking that they are secretly reworking the presentation of 1.0 at the moment, because at the moment we're still fucking complaining about like aside from the story, patches don't really fucking have anything to do.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, there are different departments and different people. So people who may be reworking the story of 1.0 right now, there aren't people who can just like on a whim make you an event. It's like it doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
They have the dedicated team that makes the events and like the specific, because they make game modes and stuff for these events. So therefore those are like specifically made specialists who need probably right now need for polishing 3.0 and all this stuff. So it's not like basically it just doesn't work like that. It's like different people. It's like asking an artist to like to do your taxes.
Okay, I think it's pretty obvious my brain is like completely disconnected like for the past like
Alright.
for the last 30 minutes. Maybe I should start wrapping it up or something, I don't know. Because I'm not even thinking anymore, I'm gonna be so honest. A lot of I share a lot of all of you guys' like opinions, and I wish I could comment more on it, but my brain's just like, yeah, makes sense, yeah, okay, yeah. Because everything you said like makes sense about this rewrite, the story, like what Kuro is doing to amend them, like what their thought process could have been regarding CBT and how it is now. Yeah, it's just a lot of wait and see, isn't it?
Yeah, unfortunately that's
Yeah, that's all we can. That's all we can do. Like, yeah.
I mean,
And-
at the end of the day, like, I'll be honest. This is something like some kind of issue I have with, in general, with Twitter and a little bit the content space as well. It's like you don't need to play a game because Twitter says it's good. You need to play a game if
Because-
you enjoy the game.
big words.
So if Twitter says it's shit, but you enjoy it,
Then what does it
Fuck.
matter?
whatever fucking Twitter says, I don't care.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
be confident enough in yourself that
Do not look
just
for
enjoy
opinions.
what you enjoy.
Yeah.
And again, Kuro isn't stupid. Kuro can fuck up, absolutely, but they aren't stupid.
Oh, oh my god, my brain. Okay. any last words before I start disconnecting because my brain has stopped already.
Sorry, I
And
already said my quote of the day.
All right, yeah, the last 30 minutes has just been you, alfxi, and you, talking. All right. Thanks everyone who's been in the chat so far. This chat has been unusually active. Like for
No,
what
Probably
it's
because
super having
because
us.
of the complaining.
Yeah, because we're the complaining waves. Well,
We love a good complaining.
2.3, 2. Oh my god, 2.7 is gonna be here in this week, and then Alps. We're gonna be It'll be in the third, right? When will 2.7 drop? On the second or third?
On the 9th.
No, wait, isn't the 9th? There's
Oh yeah, the 9th. Oh my god.
not this week.
It drops on the
Yeah,
9th,
One of them.
Yeah, next week.
like so nearly 2 weeks later.
Yeah. I remember when Alfie was carrying the second half of the stream. I was properly speaking like in the first half, okay? Don't call me out yet. Okay. Alfie, any closing statements from you?
I said everything I needed to. What about the others?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, it's
closing statement is probably something like don't overthink it too much and just wait for the final
please
product.
enjoy game. Alright. I'm gonna go end the stream now. Thanks to joining. Yeah, it's fine. You showing up was already good. Alright. I'm gonna go end the stream now. Thanks everyone for coming. We'll probably host another stream. We'll probably host another stream like during a week after 2.7, depending on how it goes. Alright. Cheers.